What happened on our last little adventure of Lonesome West?
I think we returned the Temptress of the Sea to Riser, and told Linus that he had full control of his tower back, although the Temptress of the Sea had been lost. We returned his. Oh, does he not?
No.
Okay, we returned his spellbooks to him as well. After that, we set out to the possible location of the Weaver, and we arrived at a small fishing village, I believe this is. Whereupon we journeyed to the rundown shrine that is here and met a young girl. After that, we attempted to look for the actual Weaver, where we found a orphanage/mage academy, almost. Learning of the Weaver's plight, and finding out that he is the person from Lance's dreams or visions or whatever they are. We talked with the head of the. What exactly did we talk with him about? We talked with the.
Didn't talk to him much, honestly. Talked more to the wizard or the warlock, sir.
I think I didn't want to be bothered.
No, I was talking about. I was talking about the warlock.
Okay.
Yeah, we talked to the master of the academy for a little bit about she, the Weaver. Whereupon we realized that we would probably need to help she in his plight of getting his adopted brothers and sisters out of is that fuckwit's name?
They're not his
Casuara?
adopted. They're his biological, aren't they?
No.
Yeah, these
No.
two are his biological.
I thought they were
Well,
adopted.
the kids are she's biological.
The kids are adopted by the dude, but they're biological to each other.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know why the term adopted just seemed to fit right there. But yeah, getting his brother and sister out of Kajuara's
Correct.
residency, and I believe we ended off after having talked to Kajuara about the possibility of buying them out of their indentured servitude, and realizing that that's not going to be something that we are able to do. And we left off having discussed the possibility of helping Shun and her brother sneak out of town.
Yes. You find yourselves trotting on down the dirt road that leads from the east end of town, where the master of the town is located. Otherwise, that is where we are. The hour is slowly growing late. I'd say it's about 4 p.m. To 5 p.m. The sun is like slowly beginning to crest along the western skyline and will soon disappear over the ocean that kind of extends out beyond the capabilities of your vision. What is going to be the plan?
I think Odd and I have probably been talking about like the possibility of our plan. Troll, you remember what all entails, right?
Yeah, I do, but we do need to talk to she before anything.
Well, I was thinking you guys go talk to she, I go talk to Shun about helping them.
Isn't Shun the chick?
Yeah, it's the
Then why doesn't Lance talk to her since she knows Lance?
Probably also Zoe, to be honest, because she trusts.
Yeah. She doesn't know you.
I mean, he doesn't know really any of us besides Lance and Zoe, so.
But she's more familiar with Lance, so...
Yeah, but I was thinking that I would actually be the one to talk to her because I'd be the one actually sneaking in to smuggle her out.
Well, why don't you and Lance go talk?
Why don't we just go as a group to talk to she, and then go as a group to talk to her?
We probably need to talk to Shun first then.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to have to go back to, like, that place once her day of diving is done.
They're also kind of his siblings, so I think it's important to him, so you should probably talk to him about it.
Well, I mean, we weren't gonna just not talk to she about it.
I know, just like first though.
Well, like I said, do you really want to have to go back to that house that fucking Kajuara is at?
Why would we go back right now? She's not there.
Because if her day of fishing is done, then she'll probably head back to that house.
What time is it?
And
Like 4 p.m.
he kind of knows that she's been skimping on the pearls, so could lead
He
to her getting into trouble.
suspects.
I mean, she's also not leaving until tomorrow. Like, I think it's okay to go talk to she for an hour and then come back.
I'd just rather get her like in the plan, and also something about him and him realizing that she's been lied on merchandise does not sit well with me.
Guys, why don't we just like find her, take her to she, and then we just talk it between the both of them?
That's the optimal.
Okay, let's go find her.
If that is the plan. You guys are going to essentially try to wander around and try to find Shun, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Where are you looking? And yeah, that's the big part.
Probably would look at like
probably
a diving place first, yeah?
Yes. Heading over to the shrine on the west end of town, out into the little islands where the waves lap along the rocks. You kind of like head out there, but the place seems to be empty beyond wildlife. Looking around, no one seems to be there at the moment. It is just a lonely shrine by the sea.
Oh, bitch. Where else could we look? I don't know. We don't know of any other diving points in the town. Actually, wait. What time is it right now?
Around 5.
She'd probably be stopping then.
Or we could just go talk to she, because he probably know what her schedule is like as well, and then we also get to talk to she.
I don't know why we just didn't make 2 groups. I'm gonna be perfectly honest.
I mean, talking to the both of them at the same time is probably the better option.
Okay, but we could have 2 groups go get them to bring them together Parent Trap style.
We don't even know where she is though right now.
That's
Yeah,
why
that's-
you
Why
have
are the people
to go
yelling?
find them!
Also, you know where she is.
We always know where she is. He doesn't leave that place.
That is his home. It is also where Zoe is. P.S.
I thought she was with
Always
us.
with us.
Oh, is she with you? Hello.
She was waiting outside the house.
She's
for
here.
us. Hi, Zoe.
Hi.
That wasn't even my Chris voice, so she was saying hi to Freedom.
Hi.
Huh.
Jerry, you got any ideas? Jerry.
Oh god, I was muted.
Okay.
Lance and Chris could probably go speak to she, and then you and I could go look around for Shun.
Why is Lance not going to go find Shun since he knows Shun?
To be honest, I really don't want to go talk to Shun. I'd rather talk to she.
Okay, fucking I don't care then.
That's the reason why I said Odd and I. Do you have any objections with this, or?
I mean, Chris doesn't. Freedom's like, this is dumb, but...
Why do you think it's dumb?
Cause
I don't know why you
what do
have such
fucking
an
know
issue with
about-
this.
What do you fucking know about Shun that's gonna help?
I don't know shit about Shun either. I just know that she doesn't like where she's at, and I already told you guys all that.
Take
Why-
Zoe!
Yeah, that's why we were. I
Yeah,
was gonna
well,
say
yeah.
we take Zoe.
Yeah. So Lance and Chris go speak to she. Odd, Ren, and Zoe go track down Shun.
If
So,
that is
okay?
the plan.
Sure.
Okay.
No, Shun.
And which of those are heading over to talk to Sheep?
Me and Free.
Lance.
Yoink, yoink, just so I know. Okay. For Ren and Odd, do you have any place that you would like to look in particular?
I suppose we could probably start asking around like the towns, like the center of town,
Mm-hmm.
see if anybody knows like where she frequents after her dives are done.
Yeah, especially like people who would be on the way back to that house.
Yes, yes, yes. Give me an investigation check.
I am not terribly good with those, so I will go ahead and see.
Dun, dun,
It's a
dun.
solid 28.
Yeah.
Yikes.
You kind of hunt around the very small town. There's not many places to go here, which works to your advantage. Looking around some of the docks, they'd seen her earlier today when she was working with fishing. They also saw her younger brother doing the same. But they had not seen her since like midday, essentially. You get the lucky turn of events though. By coming into the local like general store, and they do mention that they had seen her recently, saying it was about, I'd say, an hour and a half ago. She was picking up a variety of foodstuffs and some rope.
She's getting ready for that
She's
then.
getting ready to run, yeah. Did she head in a particular way after she left, or did you not get...
I didn't see which way she went. I do know that she came from the north side of town.
In the house.
And
too.
remember, this is west.
Wait. That's west. Oh yeah, and then
So she came from
north.
this direction.
Which direction is Kajiwara's house in?
This way.
West.
So like generally the icons are where they are right now. So you guys are like here, he's over here, and these two went over to the northeast or to the southeast. God damn, directions suck.
Alright.
So she went this direction. Chris,
What?
she went this direction.
Wait.
She went this direction, coming from this direction.
Oh shit, she's going back.
Going back to...
Going back to the house.
Well,
God damn.
probably need to make a stop by the house anyway. I need to grease some palms.
What the fuck does that mean?
What does that mean?
Wait, do you not know what the phrase grease some palms mean?
No.
No.
It means bribe people.
Oh. I did not know that.
Remember, Odd barely knows any thieves can't.
I just don't know that phrase.
That's not thieves can't.
That's good old Southern
Oh,
sayings.
Is that a southern saying? No, I'm just learning things today. I don't even know.
Hold on, I got a link for you.
I don't want to look at the link. God damn it.
I'm not going to either.
Grease one's palms to bribe someone discreetly as by slipping money into the palm.
What is the plan then?
Guess what? We're gonna head to towards the house.
All right, that is where you go. You guys make your way back up the dirt road. I'd say in the time that you've been investigating and decide to head back that way, I'd say about an hour has passed, and that's when you find yourselves heading that way. Back at the estate, I will do that thing where I do the thing. You know who's not there, so don't panic. It's fine. It's totally fine.
Is it fine though?
It's totally fine. Get out of here.
Zoe, you're not here. Get
It's
out
totally
of here.
fine. Oh, I know what I didn't do.
Yeah, what'd you not do?
Don't worry about it. It's totally fine.
Are we good to go?
Trying to find
I
music.
mean, you have. Well, I mean, one, music was playing. Two, you
Sure.
guys have arrived.
Yeah. We're free.
Yeah,
Hello, we're here.
I can't see.
Zoop.
Oh, there I am.
Oh.
Yeah, listen, I'm half drawing, so ignore it. Ignore me.
Wow,
Oh.
you do come into the place as everyone is sitting down for dinner.
Oh. Oh ho. I sneaky deaky. Sneaky deaky.
Are you actually trying to sneak up and like surprise him?
No,
Okay.
that's rude. Hey, she.
He just kind of like turns to you. It's clear that he has not joined the others for food, which seems to be a thing that he typically does.
Well, I'm getting fucking spammed on Discord in 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, please. Give me 5 minutes. No.
Hey, she.
Yes.
So we talked to how do you say the guy's name again?
Kajiwara.
So we talked to Kajiwara.
He just kind of like gives a grimace, but seems to like nod in understanding.
He's not very nice. So, your sister is gonna try to run away, and we tried to negotiate with Kajiwara to like let them go, but he wouldn't. So we're just gonna help her escape.
You're going to what?
I mean, we have an apartment in Izoshi. She could stay there with your brother.
Zoshi? Why would they go there?
'Cause Kajiwara's not there?
I mean, I certainly support them getting away from that fucking buffoon. But not to the big city. We've lived this life before, and it did not turn out well for us.
Yeah, but they'll have a place to stay.
You can kind of like see him turning this over, and it's clear that he disagrees, but also doesn't seem to have a better answer. He mostly seems just like upset.
They'll have they'll have a place to stay, and there's this guy Perrin, who's Ren's brother, and he has a sending stone with Ren, so we can make sure they're okay and check up on them.
He responds, but how would they survive? I'm sure this place of yours is not going to be free. I have nothing to pay you.
You don't got to.
How do I not have to? We already are in debt. This is why we're in this situation in the first place.
Well, they're getting away. From what we know, the apartment's already paid for. The only thing that would ever be an issue would be food, nourishment department, which we could pay for a while, I assume.
Can you?
Yeah, we have a lot of money.
They also have been storing money. Granted, we don't know that.
It should be noted, you do remember that Rika took the last of the money from the chest.
We have money.
I was just warning.
Like 20 gold can last them how many months?
20 gold, or 10 gold is about a week's worth of pay in Izoshi. For like room and board.
Shit. Looks like parents adopting kids then.
No, he's not.
Well, let's hope we can take care of them then.
Leave that up to the rogue.
I mean, Chris could just be like, hey, to the headmistress, to be like, hey, you wanna give these kids jobs? Can they be like student interns?
Howie.
Also, she
Yes.
gonna like formally bow and stuff like that. I have to find the actual Lance voice. 1 second. There's a tiny dog. Can you hold that thought for like 2 minutes. I'm actually going to wring this dog's neck. 1 second.
As you do.
Wow.
Does it have like a doorbell or?
But Chris says, I mean, we just want to help, and you know, if your siblings aren't with Kajiwara, then you don't have to worry about them, and you could help us with the book.
He just kind of like, his grimace turns to like this more stoic face, and he just nods, saying, I see. So this is what you actually wish.
I mean, you don't have to come if you don't want to. We're not gonna, like, kidnap you. But we thought that this would help you.
Okay, I'm sorry. He's mad because Bella was sitting on his ball.
As you do.
Unless you, like, really don't want to go and you want to stay here, but we'd like for you to be able to help. We'll still help your brother and sister even if you don't want to come.
Jesus.
Ugh.
He
The
just
train
kind of
disagrees.
he just kind of sighs and says, Master Lubbock has said, at least in no uncertain terms, that although he has taught me much while I've been studying here, there's little more for me to learn. He implores that to me at least once a day. I don't know how much I could help, but I have read this ephemeris before. It's just natural to me. I don't know what else to say, but my main concern is to my brother and sister. If they are not safe, then there's nothing I can do. I'm not sure about this idea of taking them to the big city once more. Amori treated us poorly, and there was no work for us there. We were lucky to find work with Kajiwara, but
Where would you put them then? Because
I've been trying to find a place for us for years. There are small towns everywhere. Perhaps Shun can continue her enterprises there. Anywhere that would be better.
Wait,
than
they could go hang out in Zoe's town.
that's an idea.
It's a little fishing town, and I'm sure she could find a place to like find pearls and stuff there. Or there's that really little town with the crazy wizard dude, and there was a really nice dragon.
Not that town.
Oh, not that town? Okay, not that town.
Metagaming pigeons. Proo, proo, proo.
Just in the distance, you just hear Ringo. Not that town.
Did you hear something?
I heard a pigeon. Prr, prr. Oh, but like, as I was saying before, formal bow.
Yeah, you've been in your formal bow for like 5 minutes now. It's fine.
No, it hasn't been 5 minutes. Doing it now. I gotta find the actual Lance voice. 1 second.
Again.
Again.
You left Lance voice to go attack a dog.
No, this is like Happy Lance voice. I gotta find actual Lance voice.
Listen.
I do humbly apologize for the intrusion I made earlier. I was very right forward and very straightforward with what I was saying, and I didn't take into account your emotions. I apologize if I came off too harshly, and especially for intruding into your life how I did and such. And there's a fucking dog barking in the background again that I'm going to go stab.
That's the metagaming pigeon. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. Yes. I don't know whether to reply to Lance or not. But he replied. Okay, hello. But yeah, he says, it is fine. It was just, I guess, startling is the best way to put it.
I come off really straightforward sometimes. I'm sorry.
He kind of nods that off. I think he doesn't really know what to say after that point.
I got to use stern Lance voice for once. It's great.
Yeah.
He gets it. He has an accent when he does it.
But is that what you would like to do? Is that your big offer to take them to Zoe's town?
Yeah, I ask, would you prefer us to get them to Zoshi or to this little town called, what's the name of the town?
That is a good question.
Take us back to the map. I wrote it down.
It's written down. I'm not on that map.
I'm going to look for myself because I can do that faster than moving people around.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I'm
like
glad I did it. I
Gifu,
started
duh.
making the map.
so the ups and downs for Azochi. They'd have a place to stay. They'd have people who can look after them and reliably find them work. Probably legal work.
Which
But-
seems to be his concern, is
Yeah.
that they won't find work that they're good at.
Yeah. Whereas Gifu, I don't know if they'd have a place to stay. But they would be able to do the things that they're used to doing. Isn't Azoshi like relatively near, like the ocean?
It is along the ocean, but it's much more industrialized, so it's more used for like shipping and just the general industries that revolve around shipping. There's probably like
Interesting.
bigger fishing operations, which is like these kids probably don't like fishing in the first place, TBH.
So Ren probably wouldn't have seen divers.
Yeah, they would probably be much more rare around the big city. Just because those waters are frequently traveled. Also, it would suck to dive and then like come up and then get smacked by a boat.
Oof, that's death.
So Gifu, huh?
There's an Ezo version of Jerry that's been hit by a boat, like,
No,
and is still okay.
the Ren has gotten hit by many carriages in his time because he doesn't look both ways before crossing the street.
Fuck! Ah,
Wowie.
my rib cage. Yeah, the stab wound that you saw on Ren when you first met, actually from a carriage. It was a drive-by.
The carriage stabbed you?
As a drive-by stab.
Take that, haha!
Jerry, does this mean I have to heal a stab wound you get or something?
Wow.
You know. Just don't let Ren walk down the middle of the street.
However,
The dog has been dealt with. I took away his new toy that he keeps getting pissed off about.
that was morbid sounding, Jesus.
The dog has
care.
been
The dog
I'm
has
going to stab
Oh,
him. I'm
no.
going to wring his neck. The dog has been
The
dealt
dog
with.
has been done. Yeah,
Dog
that's
No,
right.
he just keeps getting really mad because they got him a new toy
groovy.
for I don't know why. He did not need it, and now he just will not.
Oh, dude.
He's obsessed with it. He won't leave
I-
it alone.
I love I don't know why. It's my favorite holiday.
I hate you.
Yeah, I hate me too, Mom.
I'm gonna do to you what I did to that dog.
Take
his
away my
toy.
toy, no!
Yes.
But yes.
The toy is all his dice.
She seems to say, she seems to say, I'm not sure what would be the best plan. I'm sure Shirin has her own. Perhaps. We do not talk as often as we should. Certainly not the big city. It would not be right for her. At least her skills would not lend themselves there.
Yeah.
Well, then they can go to Gifu, and then maybe Zoe's dad can help them, like, find a place in the town, like get established.
I also think that once we're able to get them out of there, that you should talk to her more. She thinks that you don't really care.
It's all I've ever wanted. She just doesn't want to listen to me. I understand. What I did, leaving them alone, is not ideal, but I thought that I could resolve things. He's just kind of like really stressed out at this point. He's like clutching the desk real hard, and he just kind of like gains his composure, like gives a deep breath, saying, I've done all I've could to try to help them. I've been trying to study, learn, so that I can take them away from here. It's all I want. I don't know what to do, though.
I'm gonna, like, put my hand on his shoulder and be like, it's okay. You can only do so much. Sometimes action, straightforward action, is the only thing that you can be done in times where you're pinned up against the wall like this.
I studied for a really long time so that my parents might, you know, show up and be proud of me, but they didn't. So now I'm on this adventure, so maybe they'll notice me whenever I complete whatever it is I'm being guided towards.
This is none of your business to get involved in, but I don't have the answers myself. I appreciate the help, whatever it is, but what are you going to do exactly?
Well, I think the other two
They
are going.
just
They're
want to
gonna.
help her get out.
They're gonna figure out what. What's her name again?
Shun.
Shun.
Shun. That one. It's like June, but with a shoe. They're gonna figure out what her plan is, and help her, and then, guide them direct her towards Gifu.
Very well. If there's anything that is needed of me, by all means, just say so.
You should probably eat. They're about to have dinner.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. You should keep yourself healthy.
He just kind of like looks a little annoyed, but just kind of nods and says nothing more on it. You feel like you've convinced him enough.
Yay.
Man, it's
Head
like
pat.
scary to eat.
Essentially, yes.
Wait, what?
Man,
Don't worry about it.
I was exactly in She's position, so I can't really blame him.
Wait, what?
I give him a head pat.
That is the thing. Well, yeah, you kind of head pat him, and he's just like, "What are you doing?"
Stop.
Sorry, this is a me thing. Okay, I'll leave you alone now.
But yeah, he gets up. Do you have any other business with she?
Do I? Do I? Nope.
That is the thing. As a result, you do see him head over into the next room. You do hear everyone seem to be happy in the next room as he has joined the rest of the group for dinner. Otherwise, you guys can do whatever you want. Do you have a plan following having spoken to him?
Nope.
If nothing else, then we can return to the second group.
Oh, what's up, Jerry?
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Alright, so...
Is that the plan?
Kind of. So...
Oh, excuse me.
We know she was going back towards the house, so that's really the only place we can go, but we don't necessarily want to knock.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, she would probably hide her stuff, like, outside of the house, yeah?
That seems
Probably.
logical, but you have not seen her do it.
It's like, well, just thinking about how Rin would go about this if he was running away from home. It's like, I want to keep all my eggs in one basket, so I'd probably, like, keep the supplies I wanted to take, like, outside of the house, like, hidden away from, you know, prying eyes.
Like in a tree hole or something.
You know, like in the bough of a tree, or maybe, like, in some undergrowth.
Mm-hmm.
Under roots.
Yeah. So,
Nevertheless, you venture onto the east side of town. You cross back through the rice fields, no longer being worked at the moment. It seems everyone's been called back to the manor for dinner. You do see a variety of people milling about the front of the manor, doing whatever chores they have left to do in the late evening. You don't see Shun from the outskirts, but you guys are still like far away. So like, assuming like the manor, the estate has some sort of entryway down the road, that's essentially where you are. So you're kind of out of eyesight, but if someone looked, they could see like two people lurking around.
do I see any pikemen? Or, like, any of the guards?
You do see a few of the people. Give me a perception check. Just you, because you're the only one looking more sternly. Oh yeah.
Oh, hey!
Yeah, you do see that there are two of the pikemen. Their pikes are like laid up against the walls, and they seem to be eating out of bowls at the moment, like on the porch. They're talking to a couple women who are out there with them. Neither one being Shun.
Okay. I'm just gonna sort of say odd. So, gonna need to have a talk with a few of the guards and maybe the servants. See how much Kajiwara pays them for a couple days, and reimburse them for any troubles that our ventures might have in the coming days. But do you have?
Smart thing to do, because what if they're actually loyal to the dude and just tell him straight out and just take your money?
Something tells me that Kajiwara is not the most well liked by the people under his employ.
I mean, he pays them. I don't think it matters at that point.
That's true. But in my experience, coin can usually talk more than.
Honestly, you want my opinion? You're the stealthiest out of all of us. If you just make rounds about the house trying to see if you can find the kids' bedroom, maybe you'll see them through the window. And
Yeah, that's what I was about to come to next. Wanna give me a
I can give him the blessing.
ye old bat pack? Bat pack?
Yeah,
Backpack?
you old
Backpack.
trickster blessing.
Fuck!
Are you Dora?
Yeah, I've been watching the Dora trailer too much, dude. It's just so good.
Yes.
Boots doesn't have boots in that. I'm pissed.
Listen, leave him alone. He is perfect.
You know how many cats are named Boots that don't have boots?
So, are you gonna give me the blessing?
Hit it.
Take the blessing.
Alright. And I'm going to, Hey, thanks for the text message. I'm gonna just slink off and, try to, make rounds around the house to try to find, June and
Chan.
Shin. I wanted to say Shin for some reason, but, yeah, Shun and Shin's bedrooms.
You are wandering, trying to find like the easiest route to not get seen, around the place. First, give me a stealth check, but also give me a history check.
Yikes. 19.
Not bad.
History check? This is not an advantage. So that's a 5.
One thing you do note as you're like kind of sneaking around, you do note that having thought about the kids' names over the last few days, their names aren't from Ezo. Those are not Ezoan names. It just occurs to you.
G, Chen, June. Huh.
Probably like Formosa, because isn't Formosa basically China?
No, that is Korea.
It's from somewhere in the area, but not as a.
That being said, you kind of skirt your way around the manor itself. You figure out the best path to it is go on to the far south side and then skirt around that way. There seems to be less people lurking on the south side of the building, also less windows in general. The several options you have here are climb onto the roof and then try to find a location to look from there, skirt around the back side of the manor, go around the front side of the manor, or there seems to be some sort of balcony sort of thing on the second floor of the manor. Which route would you like to take?
Roof. He's gonna take roof.
I hate you so much, Free.
Balcony.
I hate you so much. I just started to formulate the roof, and you're like, roof. It's like, okay.
Free, you know this man like a book.
Hey, Free.
I know his character's memes.
Give me another stealth check then.
This one is advanced. That's a 20.
I don't think so. But yeah, you're able to get up to the roof quite easily. The big concern here is avoiding any windows that seem to be there, as well as making sure your footsteps fall silent. It seems the roof itself is built of very thin shingles, which is normally usually a concern as you walk across a building, try not to alert anyone. But you're able to, you've done this before, so you're able to maneuver around the roof as you please. From this location, you do hear the people talking from the front door. You also hear people moving around inside the house.
am I able to make out like any like distinct voices of like conversation or just people moving around?
Both conversation and people moving around. People saying like, "Oh hi, oh how was your day?" Oh, you know, just normal conversation, nothing too particular. You do hear Kajiwara's voice. You can't understand what he's saying, but he seems to be talking up a storm from somewhere in the house. Essentially, yeah.
Rada, yeah.
You mostly hear his guffaws.
God, I hate-
Gesundheit?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Is there an area that I'd be able to tell? Like, it seems more like quarters than like anything else.
It's hard to tell from the roof. Your best bet would either to be hop down on what now you can see are two separate balcony areas. So like they're cordoned off on like two ends with like a space in the middle. Hopping down there, you could figure out, or you could do something more daring and try to like lurk upside down and like peek through windows.
Well, I'm always one for a challenge, so sure.
Give me an acrobatics check. Oh yeah.
That's a 17, not a 27.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. It is a bit difficult to like maneuver just because of the way the roof is shaped, but as you kind of like dangle from the edges of the house, you kind of peek through a few windows. You have essentially 8 to 10 different windows to look at that aren't in the aren't near the balconies. So give me 2d10 for 2 of the windows that you happen to peek through.
Whoop.
Interest.
Yikes.
No, I mean, that's not that big of a deal. It's just mostly picking windows. You look through one of the windows on the side that you had not seen yet. So the far north side of the building, you just kind of peek in. You see what seems to be a large room. There are a couple people in the room. Boy, which you note is Chen, as well as a girl who you don't recognize. They seem to be maneuvering large futons onto the ground, basically covering the whole floor in bedding, and then pulling out sheets from cupboards and laying them out. They seem to be preparing people for bed later in the evening.
Yeah, one of them.
I'm going to say you climb back up, and you can essentially do these in any order, but you hop back up, head over to a different window, this one on the front side of the building. The part where you dangle down, you kind of again see that same room through one window, and through a separate one you see a long hallway, as well as a staircase that leads down, with 2 more rooms from the position you're looking in to the right.
Were Chin and that girl in the same room?
Yes. It is a quite large room.
How bad would it be for me to just like dangle from my fucking hook blade and try to get Chin's attention? His
Probably
attention,
bad.
if you will.
He's not the one we need to talk to.
I know, but if I can get his attention, I can find Shun.
That's true. Also, do you actually have a mask, Jerry? Like right
Yes.
now? Okay.
Yeah, it's in my bag. I don't suppose I'd be able to like. Are these windows like open or are they closed?
Since it's getting into the spring season, they seem to be left open. They're the sort of like wooden ones that come out both sides, and they get like tied to the wall.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just sort of like move back to the window that I saw Chen and the girl through, and I'm gonna wait until the girl starts to leave, and then I'm going to just sort of quietly call Shin's name.
Okay, well, let's see if she leaves. That is a good question. Yeah, in the time that you wait about maybe 3 to 5 minutes. They seem to be getting done with the majority of the work that they're doing. She does not seem to be leaving. Every once in a while, she'll talk to Chen. Seems to be making sure if he's okay. Like, not wanting him to push himself, essentially. Telling him, like, what to do. It's like, I need you to help do this, do that thing over here. They don't seem to notice you, hanging over the edge and spying on them. But she also doesn't seem to be leaving anytime soon.
And you said the other window I saw was like a hallway, yeah?
Looked like it. Looked like the hallway to the main, like, foyer of the second floor.
Could I tell if, like, that hallway would be able to get me to this room?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna pull myself back up onto the roof. I'm gonna quietly move to the other, window. And I'm just gonna silently enter the hallway.
Zwink, you're in.
Alright, and I'm just gonna, sort of like moving in like somewhat like quick, low crouch. You're just gonna move to the entrance of that room?
Mm-hmm. Mostly in the way that you're looking at it, there's the staircase now in front of you, some doors over on a little balustrade to the right, and then all the doors that are on the left seem to lead to this very large room that they're in. There's about 3 doors that lead to it.
Alright, I don't feel like I can do anything to, like, get this girl to leave, almost.
I don't either.
I guess I'm just gonna, like, try to quietly call Chen's name.
Sure. Give me a deception check. Or are you just calling his name, or are you trying to, like, act someone else in the building is calling his name?
I'm just calling his name to, like, grab his attention, make him, like, peek his head out the door, but trying to make it to where the girl doesn't hear.
Interesting. You can give me one more stealth check.
Huh? Oh wait, that's still an advantage. Huh?
It's only once advantage.
Is it only once?
Yeah.
Two fools.
Are you?
Either way.
To give it advantage on checks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Blessing lasts for 1 hour or until you use this feature again. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you're able to psst, and you kind of like glance around the corner. You do see you gained his attention, and he seems to be walking that direction after saying something to the girl. Do you do anything else?
Yeah, I just sort of like gesture him to like come here quicker. I'm just gonna like look up and down the hallway and then just slide away from the door a little bit.
You do hear people moving around. It's very possible someone could walk up the stairs, but they haven't yet.
Are there any doors in here that like if I like press my ear to them, I can't hear anything happening behind?
You would have to go about like listening if you wanted to hear what was happening inside of them.
I'll just yeah, I'll just give like a quick listen to like 2 or 3 doors to see if there's anything.
Given that you just called Chen, you probably have time to do one like across the hall.
Okay, then yeah, I'll just take a quick listen.
Perception check at disadvantage.
Huh?
Yeah, that room seems to be empty. You don't hear anything from within.
All right, door locked. Is it like locked?
You tried to pull it aside. It seems to open.
Okay.
At that point, Chen kind of like rounds the corner. He sees who you are and just seems like confused, and is like, "Yeah, why are you here?"
Hey, I'm a friend of your brother. Can you find your sister Shun for me?
You were here earlier.
Yeah.
Why are you up here though?
It's part of a game.
Give me a deception check.
16.
Yeah, he kind of like nods and he's like, okay. He just seems more confused than anything.
Yeah, I just need you not to tell anybody here, or else we're gonna lose the game. but I do need you to find your sister for me. Tell her that a friend of Shun is here to talk to her.
She is Shun.
And he kind of nods and he says, "Okay, 1 second." And he heads over down the balustrade and then downstairs. What are you going to do?
Before you leave, I would just gesture to the door and say, "I'll be right inside this room." And then as he starts to move away, I just slip inside.
You move the door aside and close it behind you. You find yourselves in what seems to be a reading room. There's a few bookcases along the wall, a few desks that are placed. The room smells horrifically of tobacco, but beyond that, it's fine.
Oh, gross. Yeah, he's just gonna sort of just bide his time and just sort of move around the room, checking for any. Jesus fucking Christ, who's messaging me?
Shut up, it's me.
Kick.
You weren't the only one.
Okay.
Kick.
So yeah, I'm just gonna move around the room, possibly looking to see if there's any secret. Oh my God, Freedom! I know that's you. Looking for any possible secret compartments and just checking out the books.
Yeah, looking around at the books, a lot of them seem to be on management and business topics, as well as setting up businesses focused on fisheries and such of that nature, along with books on trade and various things like that. It's pretty boring. You don't want to look at them much more.
Let me interrupt for a hot second.
Mhm.
I sure also a fuck.
I also messaged him.
You messaged it for the meme, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm a
Chris
good noodle.
messaged. Yeah, Summer, you're the only good one here. Well, Troy was also messaging me actual stuff. Chris messaged me Boop. Free messaged me Keck.
We're just we're living our best lives.
I've done proud work here.
Yeah, alright. Okay, but yeah, I just sort of idly looking at the books, and I'm just gonna settle into I guess a sort of crouching position behind one of the chairs as I just sort of flip through it, waiting for Shun.
Yeah. After a few more moments, the door opens. You do see that Shun is there, along with Chen. Chen just kind of looks around the room real quick and then sees you crouching over there and points. Shun sees you then and then just kind of grimaces with clear anger.
Listen, I know we didn't get off to the best of starts, but I'm a friend of
She kind of bends down to Chen's height and says, "Go and finish what you're doing." He nods and then walks off across the hall.
Okay. I think you mean to say she.
I said she.
Oh, I thought you said Shun again.
No?
Either way, she comes in and closes the door behind her. She kind of leans up against the door and says, "What do you want?"
Yeah, he's just gonna stand up and just sort of sit down in the chair he was crouching beside. He's like, "So, you want out of here, right?"
We're getting out of here.
Yeah, and you're gonna need people with a little bit more experience than you've got, I feel, to help you get out of here.
I don't need anything.
Sure about that? I just want to offer my help. And my friends are out talking to She right now about, finding you a place where you can, sort of thrive.
How would she respond? What kind of place do you want me to go to?
Well, there's a multitude of places. There's, small cities some of the ones that we've journeyed through that are along the coast that you could venture to, and you could probably keep your diving up there. There are places like Azoshi where you could, find legal work, and I think we have an apartment there that would be open for you to use. It's really your choice.
I already made my choice. There's a town about 20 miles from here. I'm going there and I'm taking Chen with me. That's that.
Glad to see you have a plan then. But something tells me that you're going to need at least a little bit of help distracting or sneaking out of here, because Kajiwara has this place decently locked down.
He's an idiot and a drunk. It should be fine.
he just sort of like smiles and just like closes the book he was just sort of thumbing through. It's like you never want to just account on the faults of your surroundings. Just you don't have to speak to me after this. Just take the help I'm offering, kid. I've got a soft spot in my heart for people like you and your brothers.
And what do you want to do?
Well, you plan to leave tomorrow, right?
Tonight.
Tonight?
She
Well,
said tomorrow.
This pushes things up by a bit, but I can sneak back in here and I'll have a couple of magical aids that'll help you and Shen get out of here more easily than you would otherwise. Plus, Kajiwara has got a thing or two coming to him.
She kind of like her eyebrow raises and she says, "What exactly are you planning?"
Also, why does she keep changing what day she's leaving?
You didn't ask.
First it was 2 days, then it was the next day. Yeah, we did ask. She said she was leaving tomorrow, not tonight in game.
I mean, tomorrow can also technically mean midnight and past.
It's true.
True. What does she mean? What are you planning?
She's asking what you're planning when you reference that Kajiwara has things coming to him.
Well, if for some reason you thought I'd kill him, let me ease your mind on that. Spilling blood isn't exactly what people like me do, but in case you haven't noticed, he's been working you awfully hard for not exactly the right price. So, I plan to relieve him of some of his ill-gotten gain. Not much, if any at all, really. But people like him have it coming to him.
That seems pretty mean.
I never do it to people that deserve it. Or that don't deserve it.
Whatever you do to him, I don't care. I just want to leave.
He just sort of like bows his head and is like, that's what I'm willing to help you with.
Then what do I have to do?
Oh. Your room here is on the second floor here, yeah?
We all sleep in the big room.
Alright. Then I suppose I'll come to meet you tonight in the big room. I have a decently easy enough time sneaking in there. I'll tap on your shoulders when I'm here, and basically we'll be able to waltz right out if my plan goes according to it. I just need you to follow my lead, though.
I have to go to the shrine.
Need to pray?
Sure.
Insight check.
Do that. I'll be right back.
Fuck.
Ooh, that's a shitty one.
I don't think she needs to pray.
You don't need to pray.
Something in my heart of hearts tells me that that's where her stash is.
Oh yeah, where else would it be?
In the
That's
woods.
where she dives.
I mean, I guess.
Nobody's on there.
You kind of like try to understand her meaning. You don't know if she doesn't need to pray, but she definitely needs to go to the shrine.
Alright, we can get you to the shrine. Is there anything else I need to ask this kid?
Did we level up?
Ask where the safe is.
What? Oh, yeah.
Where's the money?
He just sort of like starts to stand up and like get ready to peace out, and he says, "Oh yeah, I assume you don't really care what happens to Kajiwara, right?"
It's none of my business.
All right, then. Here to give a enterprising young gentleman a bit of a tip on where he keeps his safe.
I don't know. I'm not allowed in his room.
Ah, and where's his room?
She kind of like points as if you were pointing around the corner, and she says, "Down the hall, 2 doors to the right."
Excellent. All right. I'll be here tonight. And after he says that, I assume this reading room has like a window in it, right?
Yep.
Yep. After he says that, he's just gonna exit through the window and just says, and stay safe until I get here.
She just kind of
Brother.
nods.
Your brother's worried about you. And I'm just going to hop out the window.
That is a thing you do. Yeah, you plop down on the grass on the outside of the building. You do hear the voices of people laughing from the front. You can imagine it's the 2 guards that might be there. Otherwise, I assume you dart away.
Yep. Alright, go and meet back up with Odd.
You meet back up with Odd and Zoe, who are lurking out at the outskirts of the estate. Yeah, you bet.
Yeah, and I'm
Good
just
for
gonna,
tonight.
I'm just gonna hand him the book that I still have in my hand. And I'm gonna say, we need to start on the plane now. She's leaving tonight.
I can do it. I can start it an hour before we actually go.
That'll work. Seems she has her heart set on some village about 20 miles from here.
Do we have a map?
Not of the general region, but you can kind of assume based on the way that like the country is shaped, that it probably isn't too far, given that it's only 20 miles away.
Wait, is it Sendai with that one with the pirates?
There is that town in the general region.
So we are right. Oh God.
That town is not 20 miles away, but you know it's close.
I honestly feel like they should go farther. Because I have a good feeling that Kajiwara is gonna end up trying to find.
I agree, but that's something we can talk to them about after we get them. Right now,
Yeah.
the main objective is getting them out.
Yeah, if they're wanting to go to the shrine, we tell Karist, Lance, and she to wait at the shrine, and then we get the hell out of Dodge.
I'm good with this.
All right, I guess we go meet back with the group.
That is a thing that you can do.
Chris, I want you to look at this map really quick that I'm on. Don't mind me.
That you're on.
What have you been doing?
What are you doing?
I don't know. I don't know what you're
Stream.
doing. Well, what's happening?
There's the street.
What? Oh, hi. Fair enough. All right. Good
Everyth-
to know.
What's happening? Hold on.
Don't worry about it.
See it? That's gay.
I'm gay.
Nah.
That's pretty gay.
You see it, Jerry?
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, did they put us on the map?
I'll put you on the map. Boop.
Oh, wait, no, I see it. Okay.
By this time, dinner is probably ended. On the bride's side, for Chris and Lance, you probably also had some dinner. Everyone's just kind of milling about cleaning things at this point.
Yay.
Oh, Chris didn't eat. She was reading books.
She got to finish that book. that we
I'm-
told her to put a bookmark in.
Also,
Spending
that,
time with the hot man.
that reminds me, Chris. I copied down spells last session,
Ah,
and then you
yes.
didn't tell me what spells.
I did not get a reminder, so we'll figure out after this session.
I meant to remind you before I went into work, and then I didn't go into work today. So,
Keck.
God damn it, Free.
listen, half the staff called out sick, so there would have been like 3 people there all day.
So were you just not open today?
Yeah, they were just closed today.
Nice.
Excellent.
I approve.
My manager Snapchatted me and was just like, "We're closed today," and I'm like, "Thanks, Mel."
Poggers, but
However, you rejoin at the at Lubbock's place.
Yep. Rin's just
Oh, hey guys, you just missed dinner.
Oh, great. Not like a fast before a job anyway.
We do have some
like-
left over.
I'm like grabbing his arm and like doting on him.
He
having
seems
a
to
great
be
time.
he seems to be ignoring you as best as he can.
Oh, I'm having a great
Wow.
time.
But I imagine we pull the group together and
Also, she.
inform. Yeah, the group, and I include she in the group and inform them of what's going on.
Yoink.
Are you okay with your sister and brother going there?
To which,
I mean, it's kind
where is there?
of
The
The town
place.
20
village
miles
is like
from here.
20 miles, yeah.
Mhm.
It's kind of close.
It's very close.
I don't see any problem with it.
I mean, I just have the feeling Kajiwara, if he really wanted to, would have them hunted down there.
It's
True.
true. I had not thought of that. I assume Shun had not thought of that either.
We'll get her out and then talk to her about it.
We'll speak with her more once they're safely out of there.
I wasn't there, so I can't say she seemed hyper-focused.
Yeah. She seemed very focused on getting out and going to that particular place. Sister's got a very attentive head on her shoulders.
She is quite stubborn in her own way.
You're kind of stubborn too.
Agreed.
Wow.
He just kind of glares at you, Chris.
It
Not
runs
in a
the
bad
family,
way,
doesn't it?
though.
Maybe if she hears it from you that it's too close, she'll rethink it.
But you're not stubborn in a bad way, just like a cat.
I
he
appreciate
just
your-
kind of
Did you
shakes
just
his head.
Did you just call him a pussy? What?
Yeah,
She
he
didn't do that at all.
he just kind of shakes his head and like pushes away his hair and says, I don't know what's best. I try to live by my own life every day, and it's hard enough that way. She's much more mature and responsible than me, in basically every extent of the words. If she's planned it, then perhaps it's a good plan, but you all are adventurers. You probably know more than us in various ways.
I know people like Kajiwara, and I know that if he's been wronged, he's not gonna stop at 20 miles.
He's not going to be the kind of guy to skimp out on money, and that's all he sees your siblings at.
But in places like Gifu or Izoshi, she can have protection. I can't exactly vouch for Gifu as much,
I
but I
can.
know. Well,
It's-
there you go.
It's farther away and relatively safer, and they could probably do the exact same thing there.
It's
I know
about the
that
same size as this town. It doesn't have a port, and it should be a lot easier to hide there.
Like the best bet I can give. He's gonna think for a minute. Oh boy, this is gonna suck.
Hmm?
I'm gonna wind up giving a lot of my gold away. Because those kids are gonna need some money to live on until like they actually get profits.
Well, regardless,
Don't they have money?
They have pearls, but they
Out of
need to
character.
find people to sell them.
that's an out of character we know.
Buy their pearls.
But-
And then you can sell the pearls on the way out and you can have money.
Ah, shit.
There you go. There's the play.
The plan, as far as we know, is Lance, Christ, and you as well need to wait by the old shrine because Shen's wanting to go there. While Ren and I go up to the house, I get him ready to sneak in and get your siblings out.
Okay, that seems sensible enough.
Do you want to be there to say goodbye?
I mean, we're meeting at the shrine, are we not?
We're all leaving together, are we not?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be
This
meeting
is
up
Freedom being confused,
after I
not
get them all
Chris.
out.
Yeah, we're gonna do this, and I have a good feeling it'll work. Just need to trust us, She.
Of course, it's gonna work.
I have nothing else that I can do at this point, I suppose. If what you say is true, if she truly seems to leave, it was her plan to leave soon, although she kept changing the dates.
Yeah, we noticed.
Couldn't really find the right time.
Would
probably,
have
but
been nice having an extra day to prep this. Tonight works too.
She's been hounded by Kajiwara. Perhaps he was getting close to understanding her plan.
Oh, he did think that she was hiding pearls from him.
That's not
figure it
good.
out.
I had seen her, at least hiding what she was taking away. She said it would get us out. That was a year ago.
Oh God. What, Jerry? No.
Okay.
I wouldn't be able to breathe.
Okay.
Did he want to put you in the bag of holding?
No,
Yes.
I would never.
I
That's
think
only
odds,
That's only used for Chris's TPK dungeons.
Exactly.
I think odds had enough time in the bag of holding.
I
for
hated
once
that
in his
place.
life.
Enough
Never
time
again.
in the shame bag.
I mean,
But
I
you're-
points.
I mean, that's where you put your tieflings, in the shame bag.
That's where you put your. That's where you put the Onis.
Is it shame because the rogue had to save you?
No, you know how it's shame.
Oh boy.
Ren's holding Rika. Yeah, Ren's holding Rika. Lance holding Chisato. Chris holding Zoe. Odd stuck in the bag.
Yeah, it do be like that, don't it?
Do we like that sometimes?
So the plan is to sneak her out and then take her to the shrine?
Yeah.
And then most of the party, Chris, Lance, and she, I guess, is and Zoe is waiting at the shrine.
That is the thing that you can do.
Oh, also, Ren. Take this, and I pass him the oil slipperness.
Yoink.
That'll serve you useful.
That is a thing you can do. Let me make sure I'm prepared for all of the stuffs.
Did
Looking
somebody
good.
say freedom of movement for 8 hours?
Boat guy, Mikkel Merchant.
Do you have any other business while you're at Lubbock's place?
I'm just gonna say a small prayer to the vagrant to guide me on this excursion.
Give me a religion check.
I feel like the vagrant might be the appropriate one because I'm, basically rescuing slave children.
I'm giving a prayer too, but I'll wait for his thing to be done.
Dad.
Mm-hmm,
Hey, okay. Not exactly
You pray to
that.
the vagrant. Odd.
I'm praying to Yami, going, see through this that Ren's able to get in, get out, no worries whatsoever. See that this guy gets his just desserts.
Give me a religion check.
15.
Yes. You pray out as well. What's up?
I turn around and look to my skull and say, why do they keep talking to themselves?
The skull looks back at you confused.
I turn around to her skull. Yeah, I don't know.
Expecting Lance to look at his sword.
Are you alive too?
It's been sentient this entire time.
Yes, it's the soul of my prince trapped in it. He's been with me this whole time.
You never lost him.
I never failed. I just got him trapped in a sword.
But yes, if that is the plan, then that is the plan. Everyone else, after night falls, heads over to the shrine. What time do you want to execute this plan?
An hour before we, Odd and Ren would end up going to that. He's spending an hour putting a glyph of warding into that book that Ren took, spending the 200 gold. He's gonna make it to where it holds a spell, and the spell it's holding is Pass Without Trace.
Understood.
So that is 2 spell slots. I am down.
But yeah, what time are you executing this plan?
I feel like 1
What-
a.m. is a
About
pretty
when
good
would
time.
everybody? 2 or 3 a.m. maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, 1 a.m. is the time where we'd start casting the spell. 2 a.m. is the time where Ren would be like heading like sneaking onto the compound.
Interesting indeed. Interesting indeed. Alrighty then. You prep all your spells. You do all your stuff. The plan is set. Late at night, Lubbock sees you out after putting all the children away. And the group, along with she, head out down to the shrine, while Ren and Odd head back over to the east side of the town to the manor. You once again perch yourselves out at the edge of the estate, looking upon the building. You do see that there are quite a lot of lights on, lots of candles lit for the manor at the moment.
Wait, people are still asleep at this time?
They seem to be
Or
awake,
awake?
actually.
Awake, my bad, yeah.
What time?
It's like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., I believe.
Jesus.
How long does the glyph stuff last again?
The spell itself lasts for an hour.
Well, wait. Oh, wait. Pass
The
that
pass without trace lasts for an hour.
I'm talking about the glyph of warding
Until the
whenever
spell.
it casts.
Oh wait, like the glyph itself lasts until the spell.
Yeah, and
If
then the spell
if it has-
cast out of it.
it lasts the full duration if it's concentration.
Shit, alright, so yeah, don't use that yet. Do you want the blessing again and just keep a close eye?
I prefer an enhance ability in all honesty,
You'll be down to the spell slot, but alright.
because I'm gonna need the advantage on sleight of hand.
Yeah, fine, take an enhance ability for dex checks.
All right. Looking towards the manor are people moving around or?
It's hard to tell from this distance. You're still pretty far away. I'd say you're 150 feet away.
Yeah, Odd's definitely keeping his distance.
Rin's just gonna sort of roll his shoulders and crack his knuckles. Gonna reach into his bag and pull out a mask and say, "Don't really want to be seen on stuff like this. I'll see you after all of this is done." And he's just gonna put on his mask and he's going to activate the book and slink away into the darkness.
That is the thing that you do. You slink out into the darkness. Give me the religion check. The stealth check. Very good,
30.
very good. And you skirt off into the night. You arrive back at the manor. You can basically go wherever you want. Getting close to the place, though, you do hear a lot of commotion inside.
Can I hear anything that's being said?
You do
Also-
hear stern voices. You also hear Kajiwara and his stern voice, talking quite loudly. Hard to make out words though.
Can I give a check?
Sure. At disadvantage though.
That's 9.
Yep. Again, you can hear voices inside. Most of them seem to be male, along with Kajiwara's. Along with a few other trailing voices, but you don't really make anything out in particular. Eventually, as you continue to listen, you hear Kajiwara yelling, but it's still muffled because of the walls.
All right, then yeah, I'm just gonna start to move. I'm just gonna climb onto the roof and move towards the window that I know would go to the big room.
Mm-hmm. Do you skirt down and look?
Yeah.
Blink, you kind of poke your head down. You do see that a lot of people are awake in the room. It seems they were awakened. Most of them are in their nightwear. And they're just kind of either sitting up in the beds that they lie in, or walking around and talking, or peeking out into the hallway.
Son of a bitch. It's never that easy, is it? It can never just be a simple job.
We can't just help liberate these kids from a fuckhead.
Do I see Shun in there? Shun and Chin?
You see neither of them.
I would just like to say this man is capitalism incarnate, and it makes the communist in me want to kill him.
Okay.
I'm gonna just sort of like moving across the roof, just sort of like looking in all the different windows, see if I can find them.
Eventually you get to a window that is on the opposite end of the foyer that you had seen before. By this time you hear Kajiwara more clearly as you cross over to that window. You're not yet looking in, but you hear, I don't know what you did, but when we find her, oh, it's gonna be pretty fun for both of you. You also hear the crying of Chen. Peeking through, you do see that Chen is on the ground, and Kajiwara is standing before him. There are several people who are gathering pikes and lighting torches.
Are they in the room?
There's about 3 in the room behind Kajiwara, and you see more people downstairs.
So, from what I'm gathering here, it seems like Shun's already pieced out, like tried to piece out.
Seems like something has happened. You do not know if Shun is there, but he seems to be talking about her.
Can I just like poke my head up and like look around to see if I can see any like movement from like a figure that might look like Shun on the grounds?
Give me a perception check at advantage.
Ooh, advantage.
You have a good bird's eye view.
16?
Unfortunately, you do not see anything that looks like her. You do notice Odd.
Hey, Odd, how's it going?
Odd's a good distance away, like behind a tree.
Yeah, like yeah, but like you kind of like end up looking in that position. You do see like Odd over there, so it's like you have a good view. You can see Odd from this distance, but you don't see her.
You'd be across the fields, like.
Hey, Odd, how's it going? A tree waves.
I want to just like.
Kid in the distance. Oni, Oni.
God damn it! I want to like listen for another minute, see if like I'm able to glean any more of what might have happened from Kajiwara's words.
And you just hear him say, first he says, "You keep him here, keep him in the room, make sure he doesn't get out. The rest of us, we're gonna go." And you hear him, and as several people march downstairs, you see one of the men here grab Chen, who's still just kind of crying, and drag him over to the room that you had been to before, the small reading room. They open it up, kind of like push him in, close the door, and put a latch on it.
Okay, so they're outside of the room. But Chen is inside.
He seems to be like walking away. He seems to be following the people downstairs. But he's put Chen in the reading room.
Are the pikemen like in there or in the reading room, or did they leave?
The guy who's probably going to end up guarding Chen is just going downstairs right now, but he is currently heading downstairs. Is all you know.
Okay, I'm gonna very quickly like slip across the roof to like the reading room window, and I'm gonna slip down and into it.
Yoink! You were there. Chen is kind of like on the ground, like trying to recover himself, and you just kind of scare him.
It's like, Chen, it's me, buddy.
Give me a stealth check. You want to roll low.
Fuck, he can't.
I really
He can't.
If I
Can't you just lift your mask a little bit?
so I just sort of like sneak up behind him.
Yeah,
and just
That's a pass that trace, so that's
no, it's okay. So
that's a 41.
So you basically are a ghost entering the room. What are you going to do?
I'm just gonna like.
grab him.
I'm just going to. I'm just gonna lift my mask to where you can see my face, and I'm going to quickly put my hand over his mouth and turn him around to look at me and say, "Don't panic, don't panic."
Yeah, he like gives a muffled scream, but you've caught him in just the perfect way. for him not to make any noise. He eventually like calms down and realizes like who you are and what's going on.
Yeah, and I just say, I'm here to get you out. Do you know what's happened to your sister?
After you let go of his mouth, he said, God, you are figured out. She went over there because you guys didn't come early.
She didn't listen. All right. Where is she?
She was heading to the shrine.
Okay. I know this is gonna sound really weird, kid. But I need you to get in this bag.
He just kind of like looks to you, looks at the bag.
Trust me. You can fit in this bag. It's like
Give me a
it's like a
persuasion
game of hide
check.
and seek. Persuasion check? That's a 25.
He just kind of sighs and seems to be willing to do it.
It's like, all right, I'm gonna get you out of here. I'm gonna take you to my friend real quick, and I'm gonna try to track down your sister.
Yep. In due time, he gets in the bag as best as he can, and you can do as you please.
Yeah, I just sort of like slide out of the window and drop to the ground, and I very quickly make my way across the grounds to Odd.
Yep,
And I'm gonna pull Chin out of the bag. And I'm gonna say, you take him as quietly as you can. Start heading towards the shrine. June's not here. I'm gonna see if she's still somewhere on the premises before I do what I need to do.
She already left, though.
She's already gone? Good.
Yeah.
Odd, you take this kid, meet up with Shun and the others at the shrine. I'll be back.
If I'm gonna get this kid out quietly, though, I'm gonna need to drop that enhanced ability.
You also note at around this time, you guys are kind of like skirted off the side of the road, in like a little copse of trees. There is a large group of people leaving the manor around this time with torches. You do see the shadows of pikes as well as a large body that is moving with them that you can only imagine is Kajiwara, and they seem to be heading down the road.
Go ahead and drop it.
You know what? Better what yet? I get this kid out of town now. You guys go on ahead. Find her. Do whatever. I'm getting him out sooner. I'm casting Pass Without Trace, and me and that kid are dipping out before them.
Do you still have a third level spell?
I do.
Cast Sending.
Sending. Oh shit, yeah, I can. Well, yeah, on the way, as soon as we're dipping with the Pass Without Trace, I'm sending Chris saying, Shun left early. I'm getting the kid out. I'm getting the boy out. Ren's trying to find Shun. She's probably going to the shrine as well.
Okay, good luck, be safe.
From your perspective, Chris, you're talking with Shun.
Oh, hey. Oh, hey.
Where's your brother?
Oh yeah, where's your brother?
In a minute, reply to the odds message.
Okay, be safe. I'm talking to Shun.
Well, your sister's good. She's with our friends. Let's keep going.
Yep. So,
Woo, I'm free to steal from this man.
Odd, where are you going?
Out of town.
Understood.
There's no cards you can steal from this man.
You, Ren, are going to go steal stuff?
Oh, I am sneaking back into that place.
I assume that we wouldn't be staying at the shrine then if we already had her. We'd be getting out of town at this point.
You guys were waiting at the shrine when running down the road at around like 2:45 a.m. Is none other than good little Shun. Chen is not there. I didn't know how any of this was gonna play out. It was a mystery.
Oh, well, if she was with us, I assume we'd just be getting out of town.
But yeah, she like kind of runs up to you, and says, "What are you doing here?"
Oh wait, I already have a me.
But
Oh wait, I
Wait.
already have a me.
We were meeting.
we're part of the plan.
Why is Odd here? Get out.
Don't worry about it. They can
Just
stay.
here
They can
quickly.
stay so they can see.
We're part of the plan.
We were here to meet you. Where's Ren and... and then I get the sending.
What happened?
Why'd you leave without Chen?
I had to get the stuff. And, She realizes she said too much and then like just kind of shakes her hands. Why weren't you guys there when you said you'd be?
We said we'd be there
Didn't-
tonight.
Didn't
It's
they
night.
say to wait for them?
I couldn't anymore. Kajiwara was figuring it out. He was asking me where the pearls were.
Do you have them?
She just points across the way across the islands.
Okay, go get them.
Just tell me where they are. I'm fast. I can go get them.
They're in the shrine,
Where in the shrine?
under the boards.
Which board?
You'll find it.
Okay. I'm gonna use a
Z-
spell and go really fast.
Before you do, Zoe grabs you and says, "But you're not supposed to.
I mean,
It's supposed to be sacred in there."
well then she's not sacred.
Yeah, but...
Okay, then you go in. I'll carry you. Let's go.
And I talk to Shun. Okay, so here's the rundown.
We run fast. We
Um,
run fast.
Odd has your brother, and he's taking him out of the town because there's a group of Kajiwara and angry guards. So as soon as we have your stuff, you're getting out. We can help you to that town that you want to go to. But honestly, if he's this mad that he's raised a mob, I think you should go farther away. Cause if he like tries to find you because he's upset, you should be farther away.
I don't know. This is your plan to begin with. She is just kind of like lurking in the background. He seems to be nervous about talking to her.
Oh, so she here. Hey, she, come here, and I wave him over. So she, didn't want you guys. He was worried about you guys if you went to Ezo. So, you know Zoe. Zoe's great. Her town in Gifu, it's about the size of this one. You could probably keep doing your Pearl stuff there, and there's lots of nice people. There's like Zoe's dad and brother.
It's on the other side of the country.
Yeah, it's farther away too, so no one will be able to find you.
It was their suggestion, not mine, but it suits your needs, right? I guess, but what are we going to do about my brother?
Oh, Odd has him, so he's gonna meet us at the town.
All right.
We
Whatever you
already
think
got
is
him
right.
out.
Over at the shrine itself, you kind of like drop Zoe down, I assume.
You're holy. They'll forgive you. Don't worry.
She kind of like goes up to the place real quick. She gives a silent prayer, and then she
I'll pray with her like, oh, sweet baby.
She opens the door, but it seems to be locked.
Back door then.
Yeah.
There
with
is
our
no
windows
back
stuff.
door.
Then how is the girl in the back?
I mean, that's where she was changing.
Okay, is there like a window or anything?
There are small slits for windows, but there doesn't seem to be anything like you could climb through.
I run really fast back. How
How
do you get in?
You have to pick it. She gives what seems to be a wood slat to you, and hands it to you.
Okay, run back. I'm
Um,
really fast right now. I have what? I have
You have
90
action,
feet of
90
movement.
movement.
action dash bonus.
I have
action dash,
90
you were
movement.
fine.
All right, beautiful.
Yep. It is this wood slat. You can kind of like glance as you look upon it that there seems to be, when you try to open it, some sort of latch that's covering the doorway. Putting in this slat, you're able to move the latch, and the door opens to the side.
Oh, there we go.
You see a small statue that's within to the vestiges, along with symbols that denote the vestiges themselves. Zoe just kind of like walks in, like looking around.
I pray while she's walking in.
Oh, I'm really sorry.
Looking on, it's quite easy to see that although the room is quite dusty in here, one thing seems to have been moved very consistently. So Zoe kind of like drops down to her knees and pulls it aside. She seems to like dig down into the lower section of this building, and then pulls out what seems to be a small bag. It clatters on the ground, quite heavy, so you can imagine something's in there. But she says, Lance? She pulls something else out. It seems to be an iridescent orb that is slightly oval shaped, and she's holding it in her hand. It glows just slightly, and she says, "What about this?"
Put it with the rest of the pearls. Let's go.
She does her best to open the bag. She drops the orb for a second, just like flabbergasted. But then quickly stuffs the thing inside the bag and then ties it up.
The fuck is that thing?
I don't know. I'm scared. Let's go, Zoe.
Around
I
this
closed the
time, Chris, you do see that there seems to be the light of torches coming up the road, much further up to the north of you.
Oh, hurry up!
Shun says that's them.
Free, don't you have a message?
Yeah, but that requires you being within like 30 feet.
Yep.
120.
Also, I don't have message.
Rip.
Oh.
Excuse you, that won't work. Also, I don't have it.
I mean, oh wait, yeah, they're too far.
Also, okay, so is
120.
she out? Is she out?
Yeah, she is. She is out.
Okay. I pick her up and then we run again, 90 feet.
You
We're
also
fast as
see.
fuck.
You also see the torches coming, as you do so.
We gotta go.
Alright, I pick up Shun in my other hand and I start running out of town. And I say, hurry up!
That is
Tiny girls in my arms.
that is the thing that you do. Chris, are you also leaving?
Yes.
Interesting, indeed. Cool. You guys head out to the south end of town, correct?
She's coming with them, right?
Yeah, she's with us.
He's no
Good,
dumb.
I'm gonna ask her while we're running. So was that glowy thing?
I don't
To
know.
Shun.
Where'd you find it?
It was already
Wait,
there.
I don't know what it is.
Oh yeah, we took it. I think that was a bad idea. Uh-oh. Well,
We can bring it back.
let's hope it wasn't bad.
And I'm the rogue.
Only one way to find out. Just keep going.
I thought it was like a really special pearl or something.
But yeah, you guys head out to the south end of town. You see the torches in the distance as that group of people makes their way there. Odd, you were heading which direction?
I think he's going like in a big U to meet us around.
Okay.
I was going out of town and I was going to sending them where I'm at. I'm hidden far off of a path.
Okay.
With
the most logical place for you to go would probably be up the mountain from that location. So that's probably where you are at the moment.
yes.
It's probably like overlooking, so like hold it, but you would be.
Yeah, give us.
Yeah, because we've expanded out of that map. There's a mountain up in this direction, so that's probably where you were. So you went from like here to there, like crossing the little the river.
In the direction of their little college, but not at the college. I'm far.
Yeah, you're further out. And then you guys went to the south end of town. Ren, how is your thieving adventures going?
I'm just gonna sneak back into the house via the reading room.
Yeah, you head into the reading room, and as you hop in, there's a man standing there staring at you.
Fuck.
I didn't want to do this. I'm assuming I have sneak attack, right?
He's very confused. I don't know if it's like, what are the stipulations of sneak attack?
Is he surprised?
He is surprised, but he is aware of you.
If he's surprised, I have sneak attack.
It doesn't. I mean, surprise doesn't mean you're unaware. It means you're surprised.
To be fair, Chris, he also has passed that trace still.
Here, I know the way that we can do this.
So stealthing in.
Okay, go ahead and. Well, were you stealthing in? That's the real question.
I mean, yeah, I'm probably moving in, like, just in my general stealthy manner.
Give a stealth check. Okay, yeah. He is surprised as he sees you.
Does he have a pike?
Yes.
So he just sees this guy in this mask, and I'm just going to very quickly say, sorry about this, before I just clock him in the head with like the hilt of my dagger.
Sure. Clock him. I need an actual attack roll though.
That's
18.
That is a hit.
that's 7 non-lethal, and then what's my sneak attack?
No, wait.
21 non-lethal.
Dun dun dun. Hold, please. Yes. Whunk! You just knock him real hard. He takes a step back, and he says, "Hey!" Then he backs up out of the room.
I'll take my attack of opportunity now.
Sure, do that.
Non-lethal.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good.
Yoink.
Why does he have more than 30 HP, Chris?
Kick. But yeah, you knock him in the back. He runs down the hall. You hear a commotion from upstairs and downstairs.
Well, then I'm very quickly just dashing to Kajiwara's room. fuck
Yeah.
You should know, all of Chris's NPCs are incompetent and useless until we have to fight them.
This
True.
guy's a civilian.
They're supposed to be farmers with pikes in their
He's
hands.
like, what?
Yeah, and
Hello?
the civilians have like, what, 8 HP?
That being
This man
said,
has more HP than Ren does.
as you round the corner into the foyer, he has taken a defensive stance. He is on the balustrade across from Kajiwara's room.
Armor.
I'm just gonna look at him, and I'm just gonna say, you really don't want this to happen.
Who
No,
are
you-
you? Get out!
I'm just gonna start to just slowly walk towards him. I'm just gonna pull out like a small pouch, and say, I'm not gonna leave without taking what I want first. Now, you can either leave with this, or you can leave forcefully.
He screams out quite loudly, "There's a thief!" And he is going to strike out at you.
Gonna uncanny dodge this.
Dun dun dun. Uncanny dodge helps with mitigating damage, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So he has to hit.
Understood.
Is
Also,
the man aware the pouch had money in it?
Yeah.
He did not seem interested in the money at the moment. He
I
did
told
kind
you,
of get
Jerry.
struck in the face.
I don't understand. This is a farmer, Chris.
I didn't say they were all farmers. That being said, he does a 20.
Yeah, 20 hits.
And he gives you a nice little stabby for 6 damage.
Alright, that was mitigated at 3.
And that's his turn.
Rin's just gonna say, alright, didn't want to do this. Does this guy look like a farmer?
He looks pretty beefy, just in general. He's clearly like the general guard of the area.
What? Roll, please? Oh, thank you. That is the 26th. And, of course, like, non-lethal.
Yes. That does hit.
For 6, I don't know why I accidentally rolled twice.
You smack him a few more times non-lethally, and he drops to the ground. You hear a loud commotion, though. People what seem to be running to the stairs. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna, just... Ooh, wait, where is he?
He's basically under your feet at the moment.
No, I mean, like, what is, like, immediately around us?
Mostly doorways in the hall. This is what we're looking like. Here's the staircase. Here's the way through. He's here. You're here. And there are doorways here, and the reading room here. The big room is over here.
I'm going to very quickly drag him into one of the like side rooms. It's not the big room.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just gonna like bonus action sprint towards Kajiwara's room.
Sure. So, would you like to take him one to Kajiwara's room right here, or to the side room right here?
Oh, actually, yeah, I'll just take him to Kajiwara's room. Sure.
That is the thing you can do. The door is unlocked. You move it aside as footsteps come in. Give me an athletics check.
Yikes. That's an 11.
Yep. You are dragging the body. There are several women who come up the stairs in the time that you're moving the body, and they scream at the visage of a monstrous person dragging their guard into the room. They seem to run back downstairs for the moment.
It's like, alright, gonna have to work quick on this. I'm gonna very quickly look around for, like, where the safe might be.
You drag him into the room, close the door. You look around for a safe. You do not see one immediately.
I look and I want to look for anything that looks like it might have been. How do I word this?
Messed with constantly.
Yeah, I want to look for anything that like. If no one is allowed inside of Kajiwara's room, then chances are that there are markings where, like there's a bit of dust where he's moved to like look for a safe or to access a safe.
Give me an investigation check.
Fuck. That's a 19.
That's good.
Yeah. Looking around, you don't seem to see anything that's been meticulously messed with beyond like the various desks that are here. There seems to be a lot of paper. You also do find some pouches of gold just lying around in general. If you would like to take those, that is up to you.
I will yoink all of those.
You get a cumulative 50 gold. But beyond that, you don't seem to see any evidence of a safe. You hear the clamoring up the stairs once more.
Is there a window in this room?
Paintings, rugs under the bed.
Yeah, I'm very quickly just gonna like move the painting aside and pull up the rug.
Yeah, you move a painting. There doesn't seem to be anything behind it. You look around a couple more times and then look under the rug. You do not see anything. Beyond that, there's just some well-decorated bookshelves, the small sleeping area, the desk, as well as what seem to be several large statues.
Pull the books.
Is he smart enough to make a secret compartment in a statue?
Oh, I really wanna. Oh.
I mean, I know what I'd be doing at this point.
I'm just gonna very quickly lock the door again.
There doesn't seem to be a lock on the door.
Oh, wait, what? Wait, this man just doesn't have a lock on his door? Okay, well, I have my getaway.
Why would you have locks on inside doors of your house?
Privacy?
Well, in, like a bathroom.
Depends on the building.
Yeah.
A lock on mine. It's just like a fucking little metal bit.
Desk, bookshelves, or statue, huh? So I've got a 1 in 3 chance of immediately guessing this.
I mean,
how
know
big are these statues?
These two statues that you see are quite large. They're like human size.
Oh, wait. Ooh,
Clamoring becomes louder.
I'm just gonna very quickly just like knock on both the statues, see if there's a hollow knocking sound.
They just sound normal. They sound like made of stone and plaster.
I don't want to leave without having a score here.
Around that time, the door opens. You do see that there are several men. These are definitely farmers who come in, and they say, "Back, thief!"
Rin's just gonna sort of like tilt his head behind his mask and he says, "Not a thief. I've come here to reclaim what's rightfully someone else's."
Put your hands up and step back from him. Pointing to the body of the guard.
I point to the body of the guard with like my hook blade, and I say, "Do you see what I did to someone who is trained?" And I'm going to like as
Don't
I say,
intimidate him. Just go.
I'm gonna as I say this, I'm going to reach with my other hand and pull out a pouch of about. I'm gonna pull out the pouch of 50 gold, and I'm gonna say, "If you leave, each of you can have one like this, and no harm will come to you. But otherwise."
Yeah, they just reply, we've already had enough happen. Just go away.
Do you really like this guy you work for? Do you like how he abuses the people under his employ?
One
And
of
you
them is making an attack on you. He'll probably do terribly, though. Oh, yeah. He throws, his like, hoe at you, essentially, and it just goes, like, clattering on the back wall.
A boost.
Can I react and catch it?
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand? I can take that. That's a 15. Oof.
Yeah, you
No,
try to
that's
catch it, but it just,
advantage.
he threw it. He threw it pretty well, but it just went in the wrong direction, and you just couldn't catch it.
As I just sort of like move aside, I just sort of like toss him the pouch of gold and say, "Go." Can I give an intimidation check?
You can try.
That's a 21. Fuck.
Yeah, like, they saw, like, how fast you moved to almost get the hoe. They just kind of, like, take a few steps back. One guy is, like, taking the lead now. He has what seems to be, one of those things for hay. You know what I'm talking about.
I would like to take the dodge action, though, like, as I just, like...
Pitchfork?
Pitchfork, that's the word. And he seems to be, like, leading the charge. He's the only one that didn't seem to back up from being intimidated. But, like, he's not getting closer to you.
It's like, I get it. This guy brings a lot of good things to your town, but between you and me, he's not really a good person, is he?
Just go away. We don't want you here.
Then pretend you never saw me, and I can leave.
Then go. You see the pitchfork, like, shaking in his hand.
No, you go.
I just want to, like, just dart forward and, like, snatch the pitchfork from his hand.
Yes, give me an athletics check at disadvantage. He's going to counter you.
Disadvantage, huh? Actually, wait, no, there's a rule for this. Hold on, Chris.
Is there a rule?
There is a rule. You've hit me with this rule before, or rather, you hit free with it. It's an attack roll contested by their athletic. So I can sort of disarm him with my dagger.
Yeah, you can use the disarming rule. That's fair. Against his athletic.
Well, fuck.
Yeah, you try to do that, he's going to take an attack on you. Dun 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 dun. I'd assume that doesn't hit though. Yeah, he tries to strike out at you. He's ready to go now. He's in combat essentially.
Can, like, as I just, like, step aside, I just want to move inside, like, the reach of his pitchforks to, like, where, like, my face is directly in front of his.
Mm-hmm.
And I just say, you don't really want to do this. Trust me.
We will stop you tonight.
I'm just gonna gently just press another pouch of gold into into his chest, and I say, I'm sure you have a family, and I'm sure you have a lot of people who would miss you.
He's taking another attack on you. he misses as you dodge, and he, like, falls to his knees. You hear a lot of the people in the hallway scream.
I'm just gonna kick him out of the room, toss the pouch of gold onto his chest, and I'm gonna shut the door again.
You can't really kick a person out of the room if they're prone on the ground. You'd have to drag him.
If he's on his knees, I'm just going to, like, solidly, like, plant my fucking foot in his chest and kick him out.
Give me an athletics check.
Alright, well, love these. 13, not bad.
You can push him into the doorway, but he's not quite out of the room.
And I just say, go. I
Uh,
won't make the request again.
he starts calling for another improvised weapon as he stands up.
Guy's a fucking idiot.
He is a fucking idiot.
I mean, it's
And
a thief in his master's house. What is he supposed to do?
I'm not gonna feel bad about this. I want to throw a dagger into his hand.
Do it. It's right in his hand. He begins to like
I just want to
scream.
like impale his hand into the ground. It's just like I said, I wouldn't make the request again.
Yeah, he just starts screaming. People in the hallway start screaming. You hear just a clattering of people running away in various ways. There's going to be 2 thrown attacks coming at you.
I mean, that's fine. I've got uncanny dodge for these.
Dun dun dun. 1 and 2.
1 hits, but I just uncanny dodge it.
For that much damage. as a tool, a farmer's tool strikes you in the side.
He's just gonna glare at them and just roar, "Do you want the same thing he's gotten?"
You see 2
Go!
people. You see 2 people grab the guy by the arms and pull him out. The other
Make another
2.
intimidation check.
You can make an intimidation check, but they're still going to fight you anyway.
I'm just trying to scare them as much.
They are not scared at this point.
Oh
They're ready
my-
to fight you.
Oh my god, Chris! I don't understand your civilians.
I don't either, to be
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
Chris?
okay. I didn't know you nat 20'd. Yeah. That is a different scenario. Yeah. So like, they
finally.
kind of like shudder and they like back up, but they're like watching you. They didn't close the door. They're just like standing there, thinking about attacking essentially, but they are very scared of you.
He's just gonna like start looking around the room. It's like they never want to make it easy when it gets messy, do they?
Just leave. We won't call the guards on you if you just leave.
They won't be able to catch me once I start going anyway. You can make this easier on yourself and Kajiwara. Just tell me where his safe is.
No.
Wow. I'm just gonna tip over a bookshelf just in case.
Yeah. Give me an athletics check to tip it over.
Is it really an athletics check if I just like leap up and grab the top of it and use my weight to pull it down?
Yes.
Okay, well, fine. 14.
That is enough though. You grab it and pull it down. It just crashes on the ground. However, there's a safe behind the bookshelf.
That's what I was looking for, and I just start to pick the lock.
Someone throws something else at you.
Technically half cover.
Doesn't
Yeah.
even hit.
A vase like crashes next to you. A woman screams out, "Why are you so terrible?"
I'm doing exactly to Kajiwara what he's done to people for the past 10 plus years.
Beast monster!
I've been called worse, so I'm gonna pick the lock.
That is what you do. Give me a sleight of hand. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's clearly taking you a while to get into this thing. It seems to be well guarded and locked. You're not really sure you can get through it unless you take a lot more time.
Can I use both of my actions to, like, sort of hurry it up?
I'm going to say no. That is the one check you can make. So you seem to be struggling with it.
He's just gonna work on it, and he's just gonna keep, like one eye on, like, the people who are looking at him.
Yeah, you see them, most of them have stepped out into the hallway, but you hear people gathering things and whispering.
Like, don't make a mistake.
What are you doing?
He's still working on the lock, and he just says, "Don't make a mistake," and, like, they can see, like, the blade on his bracer is just extended as he's working.
Give me another thieves tools check.
But
Yeah.
Yes.
Eventually, you open up the safe. There are quite a number of gold bars within. And you also see several small bags that are lying around.
how many gold bars?
3.
I take one of the gold bars, and I take all the small bags.
That is what you do.
And then I just say, "Now then, was that so difficult?" And I'm just going to walk to the window, and I'm going to open it and leap out.
Yeah, a few people begin to, like, rush into the room. Some people throw things out after you, but you've already hopped down and you're on the ground.
Jerry, you
And
should have checked it was marked.
Yeah, I probably should have checked the bookshelves quicker, but And just
Oh.
like as I just sort of walk away, I just sort of holler back to the people looking outside. And tell Kajiwara, I'm way better than anybody in respect and the road.
That is what you yell out.
And then I'm just piecing the fuck out across the landscape to the shrine.
That is a thing that you do. Yes. So, everyone is in their various positions. Is anyone going to tell Ren not to go to the shrine?
I don't think we can.
I have one
I don't
more
have
spell
sending.
slot,
You should use it for sending if you can.
but I don't. Yeah, I'll sending Ren. The kids safe. They've gotten this. They've gotten out of away from the shrine. I'm in the mountains.
Go to the mountains.
He just runs. All right, I'll head that way. Kajiwara's got a surprise when he gets back home.
Hey, DM,
Mm-hmm.
I have done like nothing all session, so can I do a thing?
What would you like to do?
Can I do an Arcana check for the glowy thing that was in the bag?
Yes, you can. Tell me what you...
Chris, you want to look at this with me?
Well, why don't I do it? Cause I have better Arcana.
Do you?
+9?
Oh, do you have expertise in it?
Yes.
Oh, okay, well then I guess I'll assist you. Unless Chris is gonna say because Lance said it for blah blah blah.
No, that's
blah,
fine.
blah,
Like,
dumb
you
shit.
guys are
Okay.
together.
I'll assist you then.
Okay.
Yes. You have read about these, Chris, but you've never actually seen one in person. The only time you could have seen one of these was on a presentation that they did at the university, but you were too shy to actually approach it because there were just so many people around. This seems to be a coatl egg.
What are those?
That's the celestial that I summoned during the dragon fight in Fiend's Rise.
This is Kristen character.
What is it?
She's
How do
gonna
you
hold it
spell that?
and it's COUALT.
Yep, coatl.
I thought it was TL.
Hold
Okay,
on. I'm
well.
just, oopsie! I was gonna show it to you, but I can't do that now, so never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Chris
still can't find it. Okay.
Oopsie
Chris
doopsie.
is coddling the coatl egg, and she says, "It's a baby."
Oh.
Do you explain anything to the group?
It's a coatl egg. Can we keep it?
And as you say that, Zoe drops down to her knees and then starts praying.
Why are we
I'm
praying?
gonna do the same.
Do you actually ask that?
Yes, she does. She's just keeping like holding it and like trying to keep it warm, like maybe giving it a little bounce like a baby. 'Cause
Yeah.
She doesn't know how babies work.
Zoe
Go
says
for it.
that thing is very rare and it's holy.
So we can't keep it.
I don't think we should. If it was in that shrine, it was probably put there for a good reason.
Oh, but what if it doesn't hatch in there?
And how are we going to sell it? This isn't for selling.
Yeah, you don't sell a baby.
No, not gonna sell that.
Oh no.
Yeah, he read.
Ran in the distance. Wow, I know a guy.
That's why Ren doesn't have any kids. He just sells them.
God damn.
I'm glad he muted for that.
Oh, you know.
Can I like make a baby pouch out of like rope and cloth on my chest?
Wait, no,
Need to.
I mean, you could. Whether you think you need that or not is a different
I
story.
think it's funny.
I need it.
Wow.
It's a It's a baby. I gotta take care of it.
It is
like,
larger than a normal egg. I'd say it's like it looks like an egg, but it's shimmering in iridescent colors. It looks like it was like dipped in antifreeze essentially. But it is like twice the size of a normal egg essentially. Twice
Yes,
the
they dip
size.
it in antifreeze so it doesn't get cold.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but babies don't need to be kept alone in the shrines, and we can keep it warm.
It's a holy creature. It's not quite like a real baby.
Maybe we can
But
bring it to another shrine?
yeah, one that's not neglected.
I don't know anything about how these creatures work. I just know that they're holy.
Well, how do you know they're not like real babies?
It's only what I've been told. I learned it at the academy, but that's it.
What if it's like raising a baby dragon?
I don't know.
Can I, like,
I think we
pray?
I think we need to make sure that it's safe, and then if it hatches, then it'll think I'm its mother, and she's gonna hold it.
You see,
She's not really letting anyone else hold it. She's like, this is.
Oh, okay.
you see Zoe kind of upset about it.
I'm also upset about it.
She and Shun seem very confused.
And she really likes holy shit, even though she raises
No, she's just like, it's a baby.
Are you guys heading in the mountains to meet with Odd?
Yeah.
You guys kind of like do your own sort of U-turn out into the woods, trekking up the mountain. Ren, you do so as well. Eventually, you all meet in a clearing that is out there.
Also, it should be noted, I'm also healing any wounds this kid has from Kajiwara kicking his ass.
Seems to be okay. He seems to like have sustained a slight wound, but it's nothing that like
Well,
he
yeah,
just
it's
wouldn't
just
shrug
like-
off.
I can still medicine check it, get this kid to at least trust. Holy fuck!
Yeah. What you can diagnose is like he's got like a red face and it might bruise a little, but he's gonna be fine.
So they meet up with me?
Yes, everyone meets up together in the woods, on the mountainside.
What you missed in that medicine check is he has measles.
Oh,
Yikes.
Yeah, as soon as they meet up, I'm pushing the kid towards Shu and She. Glad you guys made it out alright.
What?
Yeah?
I show him the egg. It's a baby.
Yeah?
It's an egg.
It's a baby.
Meanwhile, Shun runs over to Chen and like gives him a big hug. She just kind of like stands awkwardly off to the side.
What I know about Coatl?
Give me a Arcana check.
Can
Probably
I like elbow
No.
She, like, go be with your family?
He just kind of like awkwardly is like he's near them, but like he doesn't seem to know what to do or say.
Go talk to them, give them a hug, something.
And he just kind of like goes over there and like pats Chen on the shoulder. Chen just kind of like grabs his arm in like a hug while trying to share it with Shun.
I just sort of like walk up, like still wearing my mask. It's like, so we should probably go.
Yeah, we can't stay here much longer. We
Oh,
need to get
definitely not.
What did you do?
Nothing.
What did you do?
Nothing.
What did you
Brett, what did you do?
Nothing. I like how it's just deflecting all of these questions.
They're definitely,
Nothing.
they're definitely hunting him down because they know that Shen's gone.
do? Yeah, we could see them at the shrine.
Yeah. Well, let's get going. Also, nothing.
I suggest deeper into the mountains and we just lay low for a bit and rest there, just talk it out.
Seems good. I can see whatever it was I was able to recover.
Also, why do you have an egg?
Well, Shun found it and she wanted to sell it, but it's a baby. Don't sell baby.
Do you even know what creature is in that egg?
Yeah, it's a coatl.
A kuwaddle?
Kookaburra.
Coatl.
Axolotl?
Hold it, Chris.
I'm just gonna like touch the egg if she'll let me. What the hell is even is that?
Either way, we should probably get moving.
Yeah, let's just go.
I don't want to take it back to the shrine. It'll get cold there.
We
We're
can't
just
exactly go
wiping
back.
his dagger off on the grass. We should go. We should go.
Actually, did you get the dagger back, or did you just leave it there? You did kind of throw him, and they drug him into a different room.
Oh, yep. Nope. Don't have that dagger anymore.
dagger's
Got
gone.
one dagger. Enjoy the basic bitch dagger.
Yep. You guys find, like the
Store
clearing
brand
that you're in
dagger.
is essentially fine, unless you want to go even higher up the mountain. That is up to you.
How far away from the town is this?
You can see the town sort of on the coastline with the moonlight. It's a distance.
I would rather us be not in a clearing, more so
it's
in
like-
a shrouded area.
Well, yeah, it's like, a clearing in the woods. So it's like you can see upwards, but it's hard to see around. You can only see the
Just-
town because of the height difference that you have.
Go a bit further.
That is the thing that you can do. You
Yeah,
guys
go like a mile.
You guys traverse higher up the mountain. You find that slowly the trees start to dissipate the further up you go, and you find a nice little rocky precipice that you can camp out at if you choose.
Yeah,
as
we,
as we
none of us
just
have rested.
as we just sort of stopped. I mean, I'm as fresh as when I started. I've just got a couple cuts. I just sort of say to Shun, and it's like, all right, so what's your plan now, Shun?
I don't know. Part of this was your plan. I just
Well-
needed to get out as soon as we could, or else we would have lost the pearls.
I'm more so meant, where do you plan on going?
I was going to go to a town not too far from here.
I recommend a town far. Something tells me after Kajiwara gets back to his room, he's not going to stop looking for you.
Can we go to the world map?
Sure.
Yeah.
That is the thing that you can do.
Vance is still waiting patiently to see if he can hold the egg
That's
from
not the
her
right
Curris.
route, don't mind it.
But it's so little.
He's not gonna keep it.
And the when Karis' maturity went down again.
Okay, but just give it back. I wanna make I have some scrap cloth and I'm gonna make a little nest for it and keep it warm.
Okay.
Okay, and I very gently put the egg in your hand.
Hi, can I pray?
You could
I
pray.
didn't get to do that!
What
I've
do
been
you pray?
waiting. I'm gonna ask Ikigayan the heirloom.
What the heck are we supposed to do with this?
What the
Heck, what are we supposed to do with this?
Do you have any idea where we put this? I don't know. It's just here. I know
Alright.
it's supposed to be good and stuff, but what the?
You pray to it. Yes.
Yeah, that's. What are we supposed to do with this?
All right, I'm taking some scrap cloth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to make a little
hole in it.
little nest.
What is the plan then?
Oh, no religion check. Okay.
No, really.
I'm crying in the corner.
He prayed to two gods, technically. One of them.
I just want an answer to something. I don't know what we're doing. I guess we're walking and sleeping, and I don't know.
What is the plan, group? You are on the map, I believe.
Well, I need to know from we need to know from Shun where does she want to go, because it's
what-
highly
again,
recommended that
What?
she does not-
Where? No,
Her
hold on.
plan
No,
was go
hold
this
on.
way.
Where are we?
You are here.
Okay.
She was planning to go here.
Well, technically out here, because I went towards the mountains.
Not really. You guys are here. So you're still
Okay.
in the town's area.
So, did we want to go boop, and drop them off at Gifu? Did we want to go We can't go across. That's a bad idea.
Well, that's what I was trying to ask them if they wanted, like, because I was recommending they don't go to a town just 20 miles from here. They go to someplace farther away from Kajiwara.
Yeah, that is the end of Shun's plans.
June didn't have a whole lot of plans.
No. I suggest get the Gifu is probably the best when it comes to the small towns because there's somebody there that we can trust.
Plus, it's basically about the same size as what is the name of this place?
Mihama?
Yeah.
Mihama? Yeah, it's about the same size as Mihama, but there's people that we trust there, and it's on the opposite side of the country from Kajiwara. As someone, like I'm saying this in character, as someone who's had to run away from people before, if I was in your situation and running away from someone, I would run away there.
If you think it's a good idea, I mean, we're out, right? And we have
You're out?
everything. She like holds up the bag that I assume Lance gave her, or does Lance still have the bag of pearls?
I'll give it to her.
Yeah, you're out for now. It's a sad thing, but you'll have to watch over your shoulders for a while.
Not if you're in Gifu or Azoshi.
I mean, we don't know how far Kajiwara's
I think we should go.
contacts spread.
I think we should go out of character. I think he just had control of this town, and that's where he stuck around because his dick was big there. I think Gifu's better because it's not as far away.
If this is a small town, as you say, then I think that would be the best bet. Shun also kind of nods in agreement.
All right, and what of this egg? Are we gonna like take it to a shrine? We could take it back to Mori.
It should be where it was from. If it was from that shrine, then that's where it should be.
Well, why does it need to be there? Shouldn't it be with its mother?
Its mother's probably part of the shrine. We probably just took it away from its home.
I mean, Ren could put it back if they're not still skulking around the shrine.
Yeah, that's what I was about to suggest.
Chris, as
But-
much as I like the idea of
But
having.
what if we kept it and it hatched and
No.
we raised
We're
it
not
and then
taking something
it
away from its
protected-
mother.
but its mom wasn't there. You didn't see any koalas?
No.
What if its mom left? What if Kajiwara scared it away?
People going around the shrine would have scared it away multiple times.
It's not our place to take anything away from where it should be. Especially not a child of any form.
I'm about to
I
say,
think-
as he has gold bars in his backpack.
If Carista's
I
looked at-
think we should ask someone, because if we leave it there and it gets lonely or can't hatch, then I'm gonna feel bad.
I don't think this is a good idea. I think we should just put it back.
I'm how much would Carissa know about koala if she learned that was a koala egg in her
Yeah, what?
the academy?
You would know that generally, koalas are very possessive because there are not very many. They are very old beings, and they tend to be caretakers of celestial power that overlook places of holy importance.
So they live at shrines?
Shrines are known as holy places, so it's not too surprising that you would find a koala egg there. But
Is it? Do I know like the like gestation process and like the mating and nesting habits? Like,
not too much. But generally that you know, eventually the egg will hatch and a new one will be born, and generally its caretaker will take care of it.
what is the caretaker? Its mother or the
Yes.
shrine keeper?
The mother koala. This is not a very human thing to take care of.
Wait,
The
did she find? Did Shun find that at the shrine, or did she just find it in a random place?
I mean, you could ask.
where did you find it in the shrine?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a coatl?
I don't even know what that is.
They're like a big snake with wings, but not a dragon.
I don't know. I just
doesn't
found
have
the
legs.
thing. It looked pretty, and I was gonna sell it.
Where in the shrine did you find it?
It was in a compartment. It's where I was hiding my stuff. I found it there by accident.
I think we should go put it back.
Yeah, we honestly should.
But okay.
What's
Do
that?
I know it? So you said that. Do coatls usually lay one egg or more?
That part you would not know. That is a more
Okay.
mysterious thing to know.
Zoe, do you have
Do-
an opinion on all this?
It should be
Since
at the
this
shrine.
seems...
Do
Both Free
So-
and
so-
Carissa are trying really hard to keep
Yeah.
this.
no? I'm just I want to know why there's no coatl mom, and Chris wants to be a coatl mom.
I mean, it could just be the mother is watching but is not actively there and is waiting for it to hatch.
Yeah. Do I know if coatl moms like nest with the egg? Are they like eels?
From what you understand, yes, but you imagine that they like go do their own thing sometimes, so perhaps it was just out at the moment.
What kind of compartment was it in?
It was just under the floorboards.
It makes
Why
sense
would
for
a
animals to do that.
Why would a coatl mom put it under the floorboards?
To hide it from people like us who took it?
Not wrong.
If it was in a nest, I would leave it there because I would think the mom was coming back for it. But if it's under the floorboards, I would think that a coatl would not put it under the floorboards.
That is probably its nest, Chris.
We
Under the floorboards?
It would be
Yes,
safe
animals
from
do
prying
that.
eyes, and it was an abandoned place, so if it's not being upkept, it
True.
would be a nice place for them to keep it.
So we're taking, or at least I'm going to take it back.
You absolutely need to take it
I'm
back.
gonna take it back. I
Chris-
hold my
Chris-
hands out.
Chris.
I hold my hands out to Lance for the egg.
Look at me, Chris. Look at me, and I step in between her and Lance. If you go back down there and you're caught, it will not be pretty. Let me go. I can get in stealthily and quickly and get out. Trust
I
me,
wanna-
Kajiwara is not gonna be happy.
But I want to see if the mom is there and I can give it back to her.
Yeah, and I'd rather not see, you being beaten.
Also,
or
yeah,
killed.
Chris, honestly, an angry mother would lash out at you if they knew you took their.
I didn't take.
Yeah, but they'd see it in your hands.
They would only immediately assume it's not a good position for you to be in.
Hold on. They speak Celestial, right? I could tell her. I could tell her that someone else took the egg, and we got it back, and I'm giving it back. And I took very good care of it, and she could see because I would give her the little nest. I
Except you
hold
were
out the nest.
except you were one of the people that took it.
I wasn't there. I didn't take it. I just looked at it afterwards.
You do kind of have it now.
Yes, but I can't return it right now. I'm going to return it the next possible time. I
We-
hold out. I hold out. I hold out.
Chris, I know you're not from the same circles that I am, but I need you to once again just listen.
Why can't we
We
just
can't
wait
stay-
What?
We can't stay in this area. I can't.
They're not
choose-
coming up to this mountain.
They could if they wanted to look.
You were not at the mansion his house like I was. He's gonna look for a
So
good
what you're
little
saying
bit.
is we have to leave because of you.
No, what I'm saying is we have to leave because he's going to be very pissed off that one of his best workers is gone.
No. You said that we had to leave after you came back, which means you did something.
I did nothing.
You did say you did something.
I said I did
See,
nothing.
you
and
keep
I rolled a
lying.
20
You lied about being a cleric.
No.
And you've lied about other things. And now I think you're lying.
I would know he would steal.
Oh no, Lance eats the egg.
Oh no.
Oh
Crunch.
my god, Summer.
I
No,
just say
you're always whispering to Odd about things and telling us not to worry about it. And I don't like that you keep secrets from us, and now I think that
Oh god.
it's caused a problem.
But
Have you ever... Go ahead, Chris.
Zoe just comes up to you, Ren. Oh my god. That's the sound of Zoe.
Oh god.
Zoe just comes up in front of you, like kneels down, and she just kind of like stares at you angrily, and she says, "I know you're lying."
I mean, I've probably done something that's mostly true in any given situation, but that's not the point. He's going to be less mad at what I've done, more mad at the fact that someone has stolen God knows how much profits from him and has skimped out on town.
She just kind of like shrugs and gives up.
And I say, when we're out of this, I'll tell you everything that's happened.
Well, we're resting now, so I don't see why I can't hold the egg. I made a little bed for it.
I give it to Zoe.
This. Yeah, we wouldn't be able
I
to tell.
trust Zoe with it the most right now.
I'm gonna return it.
She just kind of like holds it for a moment. You see her like close her eyes, like holding on to it, very tenderly, and then like walks over to Chris and hands it to her.
Thank you.
Look,
She does look up to you though and says, "We can't keep it."
let's give it the night. We'll go back.
Well,
to
we're
the
not
outskirts of the
returning
town.
it. No one's going to try and return it right now, so I'm just gonna make sure that it's comfortable.
We can look at the outskirts of town tomorrow and see if we can get an opening to put it back in.
That being said, are you spending the night in the forest?
Kind of have to.
We're just gonna sort of climb a tree on the edge of the outcrop and just chill out for the night, I guess.
That is a thing you can do. Does anyone want to do anything during the night?
I'd like to see what all I've got from this man.
Hello, it is Lance. Time for that nightly walk.
Yeah, you do see
Odds.
Lance steps out into the forest.
I was definitely doing his nightly, whatever he does, just sitting around.
Yep.
Tonight on Lance's nightly walk, we think about how I'm being badly influenced by the people around me, but it's okay.
Lance, give her a perception check.
16.
Yeah. As you wander along the precipices here, higher up on the mountain, you do see that there is an orange glow from the town.
Is it coming towards us or just?
No, it seems to be at the town.
I'll let everybody know when I get back.
Otherwise, does anyone have anything to do at night?
Karist is going to sit, and she's gonna have the egg in front of her in the little nest on the ground, and then she's gonna have the skull next to the egg in front of her, and she's gonna talk to the skull, and she's gonna say, I don't know. It always seems like Ren, like he's hiding something, and he seems to want to put the egg back, so I don't know if I can trust it. What do you think?
It stares back at you blankly.
And what if the egg's mom isn't there? 'Cause then it'll be all by itself, and it won't survive. Did you see any quaddles?
It replies with silence as if in agreement.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And I pick up the skull and I set it up, and she sits it on her knee, and then I pick up the egg and she holds it in her lap.
Yep. Does anyone else do anything at night? Oh wait, Ren was trying to see what he got, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Ren, you have collected several bags from within the safe. There are probably a total of... Let's find out. Dun, 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 dun. Excuse me while I do the thing now. Oops. A total of about 200 gold in the various bags. If he's still here, he might have disconnected. I assume that means he
Gary.
disconnected.
Oh,
Just
God,
that-
Hello.
everything died.
I
Just
figured.
right in the chat.
You got 200 gold of the things that you found, as well as I believe you said 1 gold bar or 2 gold bars.
One gold bar.
Single.
Yes, and looking at the gold bar, you do see that it is marked with Kajiwara's name.
Yeah, fine.
Shit.
Can fence it.
But that is what you gathered. Anybody else for the evening?
I was just sitting around looking at the sky, going, "What the hell are we gotten ourselves into?"
Keck. Night passes, and everyone awakens rough on the ground from where you were sleeping in the morning. Yes. Well, what is the plan?
I look in the sky. Do I see any coatls?
You do not, but you see smoke.
Oh no.
They burnt something down.
Probably the shrine.
Well, then it's a good thing the coatl egg wasn't in there, was it? We'll just have to find a coatl.
Ren, could you see what the hell's going on? I could go with you if you need me.
Rhino can move by myself. He just hops down out of his tree. Guess I'm gonna sneak down to the town and see what the fuck has been burned down.
Yes. Give me a stealth check.
I hope I'm not one on this.
No, it's low.
Yep.
13.
How are you going to enter the town? From which direction?
I mean, we're closest to the university,
I
right?
thought you'd just be looking at it from a distance.
You are currently. Oh, hold on. You're not on the right map. But that's okay. Yeah, you can head down straight from the forest to the small little mage college that Lubbock was building, or you can come around from the south side, or from a slightly western road.
Slightly western road.
All right. You head back toward Kajiwara's house essentially, but like after you pass over the river, you cross the road. That's the road you take back into town. You kind of head back that way along the road until you actually find the outskirts of town. Although you do see.
Also, I've like changed my clothes. I've like taken my my like half cloak off.
Yeah. And you come back to see the town is quite a bit uppity. There's a lot of people just moving back and forth in a bit of shock.
Shit.
I just sort of like say to the to someone that I know wouldn't have been at Kajiwara's, like, say, "Holy hells, what's happened here?"
Kajiwara went into a rage last night. Apparently, both two of his young workers ran away and a thief broke into his place.
Oof. And Ren just like sniffs the air and it's like, "What's that burning I smell?"
They searched out the brother of the two that ran away. He was not there, so they burned down the crazy guy's college out in the woods.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna like sprint through town, and I'm just gonna like go and check up on Lubbock.
Yep. You head up the hill heading that direction. You kind of reach the manor that was there. It is burned to the ground. There doesn't seem to be much left. There's still a few little bits of fire still going on some of the external houses. There is one guy who seems to be like tending the fire, making sure that it burns out properly. You do note that he is one of the guards from Kajiwara's, so you kind of like keep your distance. You do not see any sign of the people who live there.
Also, he wouldn't be able to fucking recognize me from Kajiwara's. Had a fucking
Your
mask,
voice,
cloak,
maybe.
Just as a
No.
warning.
He would have. He's not talking in his regular fucking voice.
Ren would have put on a fake voice.
Yeah, it's like a gruffer voice. And he just sort of says, "Oi, what happened to the people that stayed here?"
Left. What's it to you?
I was friends with the master of that college, but since he's not here, I guess my business is done here.
College is gone now. Can't come here.
What reason was it for it being burned down?
He just kind of squints. Who are you again?
Book dealer.
Name's Cloud.
He kind of shrugs and he says, "We had a thief in our midst last night. We had to take care of business."
So you burned down a mage's college?
The thief was hiding there, hypothetically. Needed to make sure that everything was okay.
That makes no legitimate sense, but alright.
How does it not make sense? Thief ran away with his 2 kids. This is where he was staying. We rooted out the
And-
problem.
And what proof do you have of that?
No more proof now. It's all burned.
So you and your master went off on a hunch?
It was his order, not mine.
Ren's just gonna sigh. Say, yeah, okay. And he's just gonna walk off in like a separate direction. And he's just gonna sort of circle around to head back up towards the mountain.
That is what you do. You eventually return to the rest of the group.
Well, I've got good news.
Mm-hmm.
The shrine's not burned down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, yay.
Want to know the bad news?
Mm-hmm.
No.
You don't. He's just gonna sigh. Say, alright, we're gonna return this koala egg.
You didn't
Then
say
we-
the bad news. What?
You really don't want to know it. You'll see it when we start to move towards town.
Or you could just say it, please.
I'm gonna.
I whisper into Lance's ear. The only other place that they would burn.
Oh, okay.
I have something to say.
Yeah?
I want Lance to return the egg.
And why is that?
Because I don't trust you. You don't tell us the whole truth. You just blow off our questions.
I've told you enough of the truth.
That's not good enough. Lance, if you need help getting the egg there, quick, I can haste you. Okay.
Hasted expeditious retreat.
That's what I was gonna do. I can
Yeah,
doff
dude,
my armor too.
I mean, you could do both.
Haste, expeditious retreat, doff the armor. Let's go.
While that's happening,
Action, haste, hasted action, dash, bonus action, dash.
while that's,
Regular action dash.
Yeah!
while that's happening, I'm breaking
Um,
away from the group and sending love.
I also recommend that, or I also ask that you keep it with the little nest.
I'll keep it in the baby cradle.
She basically, like,
I have a sling on me.
you can think of it as, like, the nest is, like, she's just, like, stitched together some of her scrap fabric, and it's just, like, a little sock on the egg.
Oh. Okay.
Hold on.
That being said, are you heading that direction?
How long does haste last?
A minute.
Oh.
Yes.
Honestly, enough time to get there.
Okay. I want to probably be sneaky and fast.
Stealth.
I'm gonna take off my armor, so I'm gonna roll it straight unless Ada has something to give me. But he's away from the group right now, so I don't know.
I mean, I assume he'd be there until you left.
Yeah, I take a blessing of the trickster.
I thank you. It gives me advantage, right?
Advantage on stealth.
You know,
Okay. So
I'm
it's
gonna be
a
honest.
20.
I looked up egg sweater, and I'm disappointed. I'm finding sweaters with eggs instead of
Keck.
eggs in sweaters.
And then that, and then hasted action. So it's a lot of running. It's a very fast lance.
Yep. That is the thing that you do. Yes.
I assume I took the thing to open it as well.
That is the thing
Yes.
that you do.
Also,
Also,
180 feet per round. Oh no.
Thank you for the host, Asmo. But yes, you zooming in to town as fast as you can.
I zoom.
What was Odd doing?
Sneaky zoom.
Sending Lubbock, just trying to make sure he's all right. Saying, please tell me you and the kids from the
kiddos.
college are all right.
Yeah, a reply comes soon thereafter saying, "It was certainly chaotic last night. We made sure to get all the kids safely out of the area. I fear for what might be remaining."
Maybe we can meet up with
He
them.
can find out. Well, I'm not sure how much we would help them in that case. That's something to talk about when you're back.
Yes. Lance.
Yo.
You zoom across the landscape. As you get to town, you also see the smoke in the area of where the mage college was. Do you do anything about that, or are you heading straight to the shrine?
I'm heading straight to the shrine because they already told us about that.
Yep. It is no longer dark. Don't mind that.
I am fast and I am stealthy. Boom boom. Boodoo. 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 Oh shit, I can't grab it. Birdie. Boodoo. 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 Shit. Fuck.
Yeah.
I sneak in.
Yeah. Are you going to like go through the
I'm
doorway
gonna
again?
listen. Yeah, I'm gonna listen to see if anybody's
Also-
in there.
Also, quick thing before Chris handed over the egg, she held the egg close to her and whispered, "If you don't want to go back, hatch now."
It does not hatch.
Okay. Then she handed it to Lance. Continue.
Yeah. Lance, give me a perception check.
I do that. That's bad.
Yeah. You don't hear anyone in there.
Okay, I sneaky open the door and I scoot my butt in.
Yeah. As you open the door, you move it aside. And there is a person there.
Hello.
He turns to you. He seems quite refined with a beard, very pale skin, blonde hair. About your height. He's quite tall. And he bows to you and says, "Hello, good sir."
Oh, I bow back and I'm like, do you take care of this place?
To some extent.
Oh, we found something here. We were just bringing it back.
What did you find?
Are you sure you guard this place?
I do.
Can I insight check that?
Yes.
20?
Ask to see his credentials.
They seem to be telling the truth.
Okay, here, this was on the floorboard, and I show him the baby in the baby sling.
Its body begins to shift and mold until it begins flapping wings in front of you.
Oh, I was bringing it back! I'm sorry!
It speaks within your mind and says, "You are a fool to steal this."
I didn't mean to. We were just coming back for the pearls. Oh, that's why I brought it back. We felt bad. We didn't actually mean to take it.
Leave.
Okay, here you go. Slide it onto the ground.
I'm sliding.
You're very pretty.
And you leave.
Oh, I say a prayer like when I get right here, like, sorry.
At some point as you're walking away, you hear the door shut of its own accord.
Okay, I go.
And you wander out. You avoid any people who are in the town, and eventually make it up the mountain.
Did you put it back? Was it okay? Did the sleeves stay together?
Yeah.
Why are you making those sounds?
Oh, you know.
What
Okay,
happened?
There
Did you
was
drop
something
it?
there waiting for you, wasn't there?
Oh, you know.
well, it was the mother, wasn't it?
Oh, you know.
Oh, good.
Zoe-
It has its phone.
Zoe just takes a moment to pray.
I also pray with her.
Well, it's back
Instead-
where it belongs. That's all that matters.
Instead of praying, Chris takes out her skull and looks at it and says, "You were right."
So, wait. So, Ren, the kids are fine.
Good.
The only issue is, where do they go from there?
Lubbock's a smart man. He's resourceful. He'll figure out a better place to raise a mage's college.
Wouldn't just
Can only
go
hope.
back to the academy, maybe.
I mean,
I can tell. Wait. Oh, I could write a letter to the headmistress and tell her that Lubbock's a good dude.
possibly.
Weren't they in the area still?
He didn't say where he was.
Yeah,
We
I
could meet
didn't
up
ask.
with them and go back to Esso together.
Well, we're not going to Ezo.
I'll sending him again. I'll say, meet us at so and so place, so that way we can.
Where's
Hash
so
things
and so place?
I don't fucking know. Some
Meet us
A
at
place
that
out of
one
town.
tree with the owl in it.
Who?
No, where?
Who?
a few miles out of town, towards
The mountains?
the mountains. Yeah.
It would be quite difficult for me to return. We have traveled all the way to Bastion.
Oh!
Okay, never mind.
Never
I
mind,
think it's fine. I think it's
Okay.
fine.
All
I think
three,
he's fine,
all-
he's good.
all 3 spell slots are gone now. He's just sending again. Okay, cool. You guys will be fine. Like, just realizing what he just said.
Wait, before you finish that sending, tell him I miss him.
And apparently Lance misses you.
You hear him say, I wish you and Lance the best in your adventures. We will try to travel back there and see what we can salvage from whatever may remain.
Not a lot.
They'll be fine. They're in Bastion. They'll try to come back and salvage what they can and go back.
Did he say he missed me too?
That he hoped the best for us.
Yay!
Okay. Next point of business, we gotta get these 2 to Gifu.
Yep.
Zoe, you get to see your family again.
It'll be nice.
And then we gotta go.
And then let's get the
How-
hell out of this country!
How are you feeling about this entire situation, She?
I mean, do you know what happened in town? You both were there.
They burned down the thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
it would have been
maybe.
it would have been explained. They burned down the your mage's college. However, everyone got out safe and they're in Bastion.
I understand. I mean, I'm glad that my brother and sister are safe. He just kind of like nods to them. They kind of nod back to him. But I have nothing left for there. I'm not sure what to do.
You could help us. I smile.
I smile.
We really do need your help with this, She. I understand you may not have chosen the life by the vestiges, but I necessarily wasn't either. Pulling down my sleeve.
You know, if you travel with us, you might be able to get to Quartz one day, and they have a lot of cool magitech there. You might be interested. They got a big library. I'm tempting him with magitech.
He just
I'm
kind of
already.
He kind of nods and he says, I have nothing else to do. If I were to stay here, I would simply be helping out Shun and Chen. And I'm not sure they really need my help. Shun just kind of nods and she says, we can take care of ourselves if you have other things to do. I'm sorry for what happened. It wasn't what I wanted.
I'm sure you guys will be fine. Gifu, from what I could tell, it was genuinely nice people. You won't run into another person like Kajiwara again.
Now, I can make sure that my dad and my brother take care of you all.
Certainly be helpful.
And if that's our goal, I suppose it's better than anything.
How long does it take to get from here to Gifu?
It would be probably like, it would be shorter if you crossed directly through the middle of the country. You'd have to pass through the Sea of Trees. Or you could take the route that you're familiar with, heading along the coast out to Aomori and then back down to Gifu.
How dangerous is it to go through the Sea of Trees?
There is danger in passing through those areas. There's a general concern because that is considered a holy place to travel through. Obviously, people go through it all the time, but it has its own troubles passing through it. You would be able to head back to the town that was affected by the Archdruid, though.
Yeah,
Do
let's.
We want to go short, dangerous route or long, safe route?
We could do long, safe route, but avoid the city because what are the chances of Kajiwara's contacts getting that far?
Yeah, let's not go to Aomori. We can go the safe way. Let's just not stop in Aomori. I think that's the best idea.
I agree, kind of.
If that is the thing, then that is the plan. Do you have any business that you're going to do while you're on the road?
Elbow Zoe. So are you gonna hit on her before we drop her off at your house, or what?
No. She just got kicked out of her town. What am I supposed to do?
I mean, you're the one that was saying, oh, she was hot at first.
Someone can be hot and you don't have to hit on them.
Disagree.
I guess
Yeah,
that's
free.
true.
Yeah.
You know, I'm proud of you.
What did I do?
Not thinking with your metaphorical pee-pee.
She just kind of gets pouty at you.
What?
For now.
for the rest of the afternoon, she's just kind of like pouty and like humps at you anytime you try to bring up conversation.
Right. He's saying she did a good job.
But you called her out on her horniness.
It's true. It's very much true.
What's the boy Zoe likes again?
Aki.
Aki.
When Chris sees Lance or Zoe huffing at Lance, Chris like
Jerry.
not very subtly says, "Is she mad because you mentioned Aki? Because she used to do that to me all the time."
No. No.
Oh.
Nah. Hey, Jerry.
Hey, what's up?
Wink.
Can't do the thing. We're not going to Ezo.
What?
The entire
Dang.
setup for the thing was going to Ezo, remember?
Was it?
Yeah.
Thing are you two on about?
What are you talking about?
Wait, what are
Message
you...
me.
Oh,
That
wait.
feel when he thought you know what you're talking about and you're not talking about the same thing.
No, wait.
I'm confused even.
How do we need to go to Ezo for that?
Wrong.
I still don't know what's being talked about.
I think they're DMing.
Yeah, we are. 1 second. I'm just like, why do we have to go to Ezo for that? I don't understand.
While they're discussing this, Chris is gonna go up to Odd and say, "Do you think I could have raised a baby koato? Because I think I could be a good mom, even if it were a koato."
It would have been a learning experience, but knowing you probably could have done.
I mean, I've never even had a pet before, but I think I could do it. I've read a
Yeah.
lot of books.
But you seem to know how to take care of people, at least. I mean, how... I realize a coatl is, like, not anything close to a person. How hard could it have really been?
I like that that's
mean,
the only
they're-
circumstance, Sherry.
They're intelligent, holy beings, so I don't think it would have been that hard, because it would have been really smart.
I mean, yeah. And you would have known
Chris
how to
doesn't want a child. Stop it.
Have
Mostly-
you two cuddled yet?
Mostly, she's
By the
asking for a pet.
Have you two cuddled yet?
What?
What? I thought you two were a thing, right?
Yep.
Well,
Have you two like
just
cuddled
asked.
yet? Oh, I mean, like, I don't know. I cuddle with a lot of people. I just want to know if you two have or not. It's
how
very
the hell do you
comforting.
cuddle with
I
people?
don't-
Didn't you just find out about your sexuality?
You can still cuddle with people. I love platonic cuddles. It's very
Odds
nice.
You hear Shun talk to She, saying, "Are they usually like this?" She just kind of shrugs.
It's like, but who would you even platonically cuddle with?
I platonically cuddled with Chisato. I platonically cuddle with my squire all the time. He's very cute. I think I've platonically cuddled with Zoe as well.
A few times.
It just seems
Yes.
weird platonically cuddling with like another guy, because it's like
It's very
The-
comforting.
depending on the position, things can get kind of awkward.
What do you mean?
I also don't know what
really?
you mean.
So,
On comes out of hiding. I know what he means.
I just imagine it's like Odd's hordes coming out of a bush.
it's like, you know, if you're like face to face cuddling with like a guy, you could get poked by something.
Oh, that's happened to me before, I think.
Wait, what? Hold on, wait, what?
What?
What do you mean? Hold on, wait.
What do you mean, what do I mean?
What do you-
Zoe walks away from the path.
If you're and that just happens,
What?
how did you react?
I mean, it just happens sometimes. You can't blame a person.
Ren's quiet for a moment and you just ask, how long did it stay like this?
A while.
Who was this with?
Chisato.
Oh, absolutely.
It was her stump.
Oh no! No! Y'all are a mess. I'm ending the stream.
So who was this with?
No,
Or, like, how long?
We're not
wait,
done,
We're
Chris.
not done.
Session's not over. Fuck you.
What? I was just cuddling with Niles. What do you mean?
You hear a meep out from off the path.
I look towards the meat.
Eventually, Zoe comes back toward the path.
What? There's nothing wrong with platonically and also being naked cuddling with your squire. I see nothing
I'm
wrong
sorry,
with this.
what?
Hold on, wait, Lance.
What?
Lance. So let me put the facts in order here. You were naked, in bed, with your squire,
One.
and he had an erection.
Is that did I mean I think it just happened for no reason.
Is your squire perhaps of the, you know, gay too?
I don't know. One sec, somebody's knocking on my door.
Well, speaking of erect squires.
Hey, Chris, I
Also-
want to break away from these idiots.
Okay, so in summer I sleep butt naked because it gets way too ungodly hot for me. And I like, you know, talk this up so he does it as well. But then I also offer platonic cuddles 24/7 and he decided to partake in the platonic cuddles then.
Ren's
I
just
don't see the
kinda
issue
like-
here.
It looks like he's like trying to formulate words, and he's like he starts to say something and just stops. Starts to
He's
say
doing math
something
in
again
his
and he
head.
just stops, and he's just like,
What's Zoe's reaction to this?
She's just being silent.
Is she like
What's
hiding
Chris'
laughter?
reaction to this? 'Cause
No,
this is funny.
she just seems to be listening.
You and your squire need to have a talk whenever you meet again.
Okay.
Oh,
He's
my
a good
goodness.
boy. You guys like him. He's adorable.
Shun says, are they usually like this again? And she just shrugs again.
The Lance, yes. Ren, he's not as crazy.
Wow.
What was that? Hold on. I heard that. You implying that I am crazy? Is that what I'm hearing, Chris? I heard that.
I mean, we don't know what you do because you won't tell us. So for all we know, you could be crazy.
Has it ever occurred to Chris that I lie to protect you?
Chris, let's just
No,
say yes, he
lying
can
is
be
bad.
crazy.
You know, Chris, if you're supposed to be dating Odd, maybe you should ask Odd because he's also in on the secrets.
Yeah, but I trust Odd to tell me. Ren doesn't
I
tell
mean-
us anything, but
I knew he was gonna sneak in there. I don't know everything he does. That's his.
I'm not.
situation.
You're
I
not
don't-
here. I'm
Insight
talking to
check!
Lance.
I thought we were all there.
I mean, yeah, we're kind of all there.
Sit!
Regardless, he's honest.
Yeah, I mean, he seems to be honest to you.
You didn't tell us about the drugs, though.
Odd doesn't know about well, he doesn't.
Thought you knew about the drugs.
Zoe knows about the drugs.
He knows some drugs. He doesn't know all of them.
No, not the drugs in general, but like Ren.
Oh
in
wait,
reg-
that Red has drugs. Oh yeah, he just does. He of course also doesn't agree with you guys doing.
I mean, drugs or whatever in Ren's like line of work.
So, to Gifu?
I mean,
That's
you've been
what-
walking
I'm
and
assuming-
talking.
Oh yeah, I
we're
don't think we've
still-
been stopped.
Ba ba ba
Yeah,
ba ba ba
You walk and talk. You have to take a lot of breaks because, especially Chen is not used to travel. The other one, pretty much everyone else can handle the road, but he's having the most struggle.
I can carry him if he wants,
yeah.
like piggyback.
And Shun is usually the one to like carry him anytime he like slows down or like trips or is just getting tired.
I'll offer to carry him instead for her because I got the muscle to do it.
Yeah. But you guys have to stop on the road several times. You do see that Mount Yamato is in the distance to the south of here. The forests in the area do get thicker every single time you go through them, but there are several small paths that merchants seem to take in these areas that are guiding your path. Are you doing anything else on the road?
Small talk.
Probably gonna wait till we get to Gifu, since we're probably gonna take a day in Gifu.
Yeah.
So, are you excited to get out of the house, She? How are your legs doing?
It is quite
Scratch your
tiring
feet.
on the road. What exactly is it that I'm supposed to aid you with besides looking at the
Oh.
book?
Okay, so here's what we're doing. So threads, they have to go to all the different shrines, which is what we need the book to find. And so we got to go to all the shrines. We got to activate all the shrines all across the world, and we're gonna go up and then all the way west to Kimberly. So you're gonna have to do a lot of walking.
It sounds quite tiresome. I am aware of the pilgrimages, though. He kind of like nods to Zoe. She nods back.
Yeah, and along the way, we're also helping Zoe, get used to the adventuring thing. And I think I can already tell that you're not an adventuring type right now.
Certainly not. What sort of scholar is an adventurer?
I mean,
I raise my hand.
yeah, I point towards
I
her.
point at her.
He looks a little guilty after you raise your hand.
But I see this whole adventuring thing as learning. Scholars like to learn, and you could potentially grow your magical abilities along the way.
I mean, I started traveling because I learned everything at the university.
I have certain magical properties, of course. They are niche, as Master like to put it.
What level spells can you cast?
Let's see if there's anything he'd be willing to cast. That's the bigger question.
If you want to hit me with something, go for it. I'm pretty beefy.
I'm not sure I would like to do that, although I do have my abilities. He takes something. What is he gonna do? Let me double check how his spell works.
Hit me!
I mean, I'd probably know.
Hit me! Hit.
Yeah, he don't want to do that. He's too lazy to do
What the fuck? Hit me!
that. Well, I
Attack
don't want to
you,
hit you.
attack him.
Just fucking hit me!
Hit a tree if you don't want
Very
to
well.
hit him. Then
Just whoa. He kind of like focuses his he like puts his hand on his temple and he seems to focus and he's doing it to you, Lance. What are you thinking?
Wow, it's a great day.
He
Oh my
he
god.
repeats everything as you think it.
Oh my god, wow, he's repeating everything I say as I think it. Wow, this is kind of trippy. Is this payback for me being in his head so he's in my head now?
Okay, did that say enough? He seems to have dropped the spell.
but
Was that payback? Are we even now?
You seem to see that he regrets doing that.
Nah, I think we're even. I'll give him a hug. You were in my. I was in your head and you were in my head. We're even.
okay, you have that, but are you able to defend yourself?
Defense is not something that I would say that I am quite educated in.
By defense, I mean, could you potentially kill something if you need to?
I have a few abilities. He kind of like asks everyone to like stop and like give him some space. He focuses himself on a tree across the way, and a bolt of lightning strikes out into the tree, and then he maintains it from his hand for a few moments.
Do it to me! Do it to me! Do it to me!
That is a good spell.
Hit me! Hit me!
He eventually cancels the spell.
Yeah, we don't want him to take everything out of him.
I move up to She and I look at him. Can you raise the dead?
I don't believe so. That sounds like a certainly perilous sort of spell casting.
Oh.
Can you do this
Hey,
and I
that
magic
reminds me-
missile a tree?
That reminds me, Chris.
Hmm?
I can raise the dead too.
He says I can't do anything like that, Lance.
Oh.
I am capable of making sure that those who have fallen are not going to fall any further into their passing from this realm.
Okay, so what you're saying is we have 3 clerics now.
What I'm saying is he's a wizard with gentle repose.
That seems accurate.
What he's saying is Odd is more useless.
Oh wait.
Yes,
He's
I
a
am.
wizard with gentle repose.
Odd might as well just leave.
I'm looking at our party right now. So we have 2 clerics, we have 2 wizards. We're going to get another fighter in the future. Where's our other rogue? Ren's child insert NPC question mark? Where's the other rogue? Where's our extra rogue? Everybody's doubling up.
You'll get 9 of them and do proper.
It's
9
kind of
times.
true, actually.
We are doubling we're doubling every class. Where's the extra rogue? Where's Ren's 12-year-old love child? Where are they at?
If Ren has a
questioning.
12-year-old kid, a particular person has some explaining to do.
Ah.
Yeah.
Alright, so can I just suggest that Ren have a Batman Robin relationship to all of his kids, but all his kids are the Robins or Batgirls?
He doesn't have a child!
You don't know that?
You got the Dick Grayson, you
also-
got the Jason Todd, you got Tim Drake.
Also, Free, what's Chris'
Barbara
reaction
and
to Odd
Stephanie
saying he
Brown.
can also raise dead? That's it?
That's twice as many zombies I have to put a fucking dagger in the back of the head of. God damn.
He also mentions though, and if it is needed, of course, I can try to speak to people as long as I'm familiar with them.
Oh,
we
hey, another
both can-
person what's in there.
Oh, you're great.
That helps me allow spell slots. That helps not drain me.
This is great.
It is quite exhausting to use these spells. I've been told that I am not quite a normal sort of mage.
Yeah, neither is Zoe, but that's the whole point of us trying to train her. We're trying to get her at least to where she doesn't strain herself, but she's able to defend herself.
Unfortunately,
wow.
as Master said, it is quite easier for me to strain myself in my magical abilities. I'm only capable of so much.
Are you saying Constitution is a spellcasting modifier?
He's not saying that, but he says, I can learn things. It's possible,
second.
but I can learn things. It's possible, but my abilities, they do not extend as far as most mages. Everyone else at the college was able to cast spell after spell. I'm lucky if I can cast one a day.
Well, just don't put too much strain on yourself then. If the need arises where you need to jump in, then by all means, just hold back then.
Yeah, you guys kind of make camp for the night as you're talking to him.
Can I include in on that?
Sure.
We already have to watch Zoe to make sure that she doesn't overexert herself because it sounds like she has the same kind of issue, that she can overdo it sometimes.
I have a
And
different issue, I think.
Well, yeah, but you both just need to watch how hard you push yourself.
I guess. My problem is I can cast too much.
Don't I wish I had that problem?
Hey, same.
Listen, but you still don't overdo yourself. You don't overdo yourself. You don't overdo yourself.
None
I
of
love
us overdo
both of
ourselves.
you.
This walking is overdoing enough.
Get on my back if you need to be carried.
It's night soon enough. Shall I read that book?
I mean, if you feel like you should, sure.
It is what I'm here for.
Yes, do you even know where the next shrine is?
Yes. Night falls, the stars come out. The temperature is quite warm. Probably the warmest day of the year so far. As you guys, make camp in your due way. Do you guys give him the ephemeris?
Yeah, and
Yes.
I'm like sticking close to him, just watching him.
Yeah,
Night walk.
you step away to do a quick patrol.
Tonight on Lance's Night Walk, we think about how, God, it must be great to infinitely cast shield. Wow, what a life that would be. I'd never get hit. Wow.
Who are you even
Wow.
referring to?
Because she said that she can cast too much, so I'm like, wow.
Zoe said that.
Yeah, it's like, God, what a life it would be to be able to cast shield infinitely.
But yeah, who's sticking around as she is reading the ephemeris?
Yo,
Yeah, Zoe's also like hanging around to just like see what he does. He takes the ephemeris and he just kind of sits down. He seems like a little crowded. He tries to get away from everyone, but everyone just like scooches in a little closer.
I'm giving him his distance.
He just kind of shrugs, and then like opens the book. He does this sort of thing where he like scans the book and then looks up at the stars. He does this several times and then eventually adjusts his body. He like turns to face a different direction and then studies a few more times. Then eventually he just points out into the distance over there.
Do you know how close it
Like-
is?
It's hard to say how close it is, but it's certainly not too far.
Where is he pointing, by the way?
So,
To the northeast of your current location.
Map,
where is our
please.
current location?
Oh right, you're still on that map.
Yes.
Zip.
Also, Chris, check your DMs really quick if you can.
I saw.
Yeah.
But from your current location, you have traveled probably like a day and a half outside of Mihama. He's pointing this direction.
So, not
Oh, God.
far, so it's definitely in Ezo still?
seems less than a day's travel. That's where the stars are leading.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that's on our way. We could technically just stop by there soon.
Yeah, but we'd go through the sea of trees.
Sea of
Do we wanna
Trees
do
would
that?
be over here.
Oh. Then let's go.
Maybe we should drop off the kids before we do that.
Well, I mean,
You never know, there could be something dangerous there. I mean,
They say that oftentimes the shrines are built in quite dangerous places. They're very old.
well,
yeah, probably
why
should.
don't we make a nice, safe camp outside the shrine, and then we go to the shrine with Zoe.
As long as Chen isn't put in any danger, I don't mind.
I mean, it would just be like a stop, and then you guys would be outside of it, and then we'd go in the danger.
out of character, I really don't trust that. I really just want to drop them off. I don't trust that.
If we drop them
Oof.
off, what are the chances that somebody in Kajiwara's pay line sees them and knows?
Have we seen past anyone on our travels yet?
Probably like a few people here and there, mostly like merchants with like wagons that they're dragging along. No one important.
But I mean, when we drop them
across
off.
like anyone important.
But in town, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't think he knows anyone in Gifu. It's a tiny town. It's
I'm not
like
Oh, I was talking about Aomori. I wasn't talking about Gifu.
No, I thought we were just going straight to Gifu.
no, we were supposed to go safe long route.
Yeah, we're going the safe long route, but we're not stopping in Aomori.
Well,
I thought that's what our plan was.
Oh,
Well-
okay. Well, hold on. So you are going the safe long run. You're not going this way?
Yes, we're going the safe long
Okay,
route.
my apologies. You headed this way. He's pointing southeast instead of northeast.
Okay.
I got confused.
so wait, what if we went southeast, then to Merid place, and then to Gifu?
It's more so about I don't want to drag these kids into a possibly dangerous situation.
I mean, that's
I mean,
Fair,
we're
like
in a
that.
possibly dangerous situation on the road at any point in time.
But the shrines are known to be dangerous.
But they could sit outside of it. We wouldn't take them into it.
I mean, I don't expect us to take them into it, of course, but it could still be dangerous. It's in the Sea of
For-
Trees, didn't it say?
No.
Well, for
I
us-
thought you were
it's not.
traveling through the Sea of Trees. I got confused. I thought you were
Where
taking
is-
the short
Where's the
route.
Sea of Trees? What is the border?
No,
Show
here.
me the border.
Okay. I draw it for you. Is right. Oh God, here.
Okay.
so we have to go around that in order to get to Gifu.
So it's on the edge of the Sea of Trees.
It's like right here.
Okay.
Is where he's pointing it out to be.
Alright.
So, yeah, so at this point, if we go there, then we don't have to. So here's the play. We could either go. Oh yeah, that's right. You know, past Amori, then to Merid Place, then to Gifu, and then we have to go through the Sea of Trees back. Or we could just go to the place, back up past Amori, to then to Merid, then to Gifu, which looks
That's-
like a better route.
Do that. Just, I'm scared for these kids.
Getting these guys into a safer position is probably arguably more important.
I'd argue it's less important.
It depends on you, but I need to know which
They're
way you go.
kids.
I-
Jerry,
Hmm?
No,
input.
Because you've been quiet.
do you want to stop by
topic.
the shrine and keep the kids outside of it, or do you want to?
I want to take the kids not to the shrine.
Okay, well, I'm outnumbered.
That is fair. So you're going to skip past Elmore, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You spend some of your time skirting along the roads throughout the north of Ezo, eventually making your way back down the eastern coast to Gifu. About like a week and a half pass in this time, It is a strenuous walk, particularly for Chen, but eventually you do make it back there to the small town that you were in not some few weeks ago. I don't have a map for it. I'm sorry. I fucked up.
We're here.
You're here. But yes. What's the plan, Ingif?
Zoe, take us to your
I wonder,
papa.
do I still have that map? I think I have that map. There's still snow on the ground. Don't mind
You
that.
you have Zoe's house map.
The snow's not there. Don't worry about it.
Oh god, I can't even see anything.
Oh, I gotta say hi to Jin.
Oh,
Jin.
it's because I'm zoomed in is why I couldn't see
Damn,
anything.
Summer, I saw what you put in the
I broke things
chat.
on my mute.
What happened? Oh yeah,
Mr. Mime.
Excuse me, I'm doing things. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. I planned for all of this to happen. All according to plan.
We
This
broke his
carpet's
campaign.
out of place.
That being said, yeah, you eventually head back to, Zoe's house. Once again, Zoe's father is just surprised to see him along with Jin. They spend some tender moments together, but they do, greet, fondly your new, friendly members who have just arrived. They were lurking outside for some reason. There they are.
Hey! So, we
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Dad. So we rescued these kids. They were not in a great situation. But we were hoping you could help them get accommodated into town. June here, she's got some pretty good diving skills. Chen's a good boy. And they just need a place to be safe, and we thought Gifu was a good place.
She just kind of like gets onto like down prostrate on the ground, like bowing his head, and says, "I'll do anything that I can to make sure that they're supported, as I represent them as their eldest brother." This is clearly way too formal for Zoe's dad. And he's like, "It's fine. Yeah, we can't really do much for them besides let them stay here, I suppose, at least for a few days while they get set up. If you have your own talents, then yeah, there's plenty of work out here, especially for divers. We don't have many of them. I can do anything that I can."
If you need some money, if they need a place to stay and they need to be fed, if you need some money, we can chip in.
Yeah, we can chip in if like you would need money to support them for a bit until they're able to like get their own place.
I don't mean to be rude, but it would definitely help out my dad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put down a pouch of 100 gold on the table.
Oh,
Oh, I can't do that much.
where'd you get all that money?
He just looks at Chris.
I glare.
My occupation.
But
Internet.
Internet.
Ooh, I'll put down like 20 gold though.
It's
so-
my allowance.
but yeah, tell me how much gold is being given just in general.
Everybody put how much you're putting in the chat. Like in the Roll20 chat.
But shoo!
Wowie.
Gesundheit.
Bless.
That's what I get.
Shut
I
up,
give-
Zelf.
Fuck
I
off,
give
Self.
things.
Is Chris giving any money?
2000 BP. Yes. This will make mine even.
Okay, so that's like
That
223.
Yeah, Zoe's dad seems like stunned by the amount of money. He's like, "This is more than enough. I'm sure you can find something quite easily with this." She also, Shun also gets like down prostrate and thanks you all.
Oh,
Yeah,
she
this
she
is-
makes Chen do it as well.
This is between Rin and Shun. I guess we'll give this money. Whoever needs it.
Shun,
Yeah.
can I talk to you in a private location?
Okay.
Boop, 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 corner.
Because I don't want to go outside.
Oh, okay.
Oh god, take me with. Oh no.
It's not cold outside. The snow is melted. It's just not melted on the map.
So,
Okay, that's my mouth.
I already tried to say sorry to your brother, but I don't know if he even explained the situation fully to you, but I kinda was able to, like, see into his head. I don't know, I came off really rude the first time we met and stuff like that. I wanted to give you this as an apology, and I'm gonna give her a water breathing potion.
Oh, yeah.
I know you're a diver, so maybe you could help on, like, an extra long trip if you see something that you really like down there.
This is really useful. Thank you.
Welcome.
You've done a lot for us, especially with all that money. I don't even think you should give this to me. I don't know how to thank you enough.
No. You just be here and you be safe and you try to do your best as you can, okay?
I think we can be okay here. It seems nice.
The head pats.
She doesn't reject.
Oh. Okay, we can go back in wholesome.
Uh,
My head's in the wall. Blech.
Kick. But yes. Do you have any other business while you are here?
Almost a gin.
Yeah,
Hi,
Jin is excited to see you again. He's glad to see the knight in shining armor has returned. He also spends a lot of time with Zoe, and Zoe with her father. It's basically a repeat of the time you came here before. But yes. Do you have any other business while you're in Gifu?
No.
Do we take a rester?
I assume
Probably.
you like stay a couple days if you wanted to. You basically can stay as long as you want.
On the last day, I need to plant something on Chris.
What?
How do you do this?
I just basically like sneak in, and it's like she has a book. I just slide it into the cover page of the book.
You know, I read that, and I thought of something else while reading that. But yeah, eventually, Chris, as you go back to one of your books that you left somewhere in Zoe's house to read later, probably while you went to town with everyone else to like go get food, you do note that there is a letter in between the pages. And I am going to do that thing that I do, where I allow you to see things.
Eyes emoji.
It's also going to pop up on your screen. Jerry, don't mind.
Oh god. I minded.
That being said, yeah, do you have any other business while in Gifu?
Yeah, none.
I am
Nope.
good.
So, wait, how long was the travel from Mihano to Gifu?
About a week and a half, closer to 2 weeks. It was a long trek.
Alright, I've got to keep track of these weeks.
Yep.
It's been 8 weeks.
Are we gonna stop by Aomori on the way back then?
I mean, if we're going to leave the country, eventually we'll have to go there.
Well, I mean, no. I mean, we're going to the shrine now. So are we going through the sea of trees, or are we just going back the long way?
Either way would work, I suppose.
Because if we're going back the long way, we go past Aomori. I just want to know if you're stopping by that again.
If we pass by the sea of trees, are we really gonna run into like terrible danger? Because we know the fate. If they remember us, probably be an easier trek.
It's on the outskirts that we went there. The Sea of Trees gets much deeper the further in you go.
Long way it is.
All right then.
Is that agreed?
I guess the long way.
I'm done for the long way.
All right. If that is the task, you guys eventually head out. Zoe says goodbye to her brother and father. You guys also say goodbye to Shun and Chen. She has some parting words with them in private, but eventually rejoins you guys as you are gathering your things to leave the town.
Also, just so you know, we cannot see Shi's nameplate.
Well,
It's true.
We see his health bar, but not his nameplate.
It's true.
There you go.
Oh, thank you.
But yes. What is the play? What is the plan?
I think we're going the long way to the shrine.
Yeah, because we don't want to journey through the sea of trees.
That is the thing that you can do. I'm going to fix She's Token briefly. The other question that I must ask you all as players is, when did we want to end? This is a good ending spot, but we could keep going a little more if you want.
How are you looking for? This is the more question for.
Good talk.
Yeah,
I'm
good
fine
stuff.
with
Did
either
I
outcome.
not say something?
No, you didn't.
said,
You said,
This is a good stopping point.
Okay then.
If we would like to, we can. The big question is, you're not passing through the Sea of Trees. Are you going into Almori?
I mean, we don't have the kiddos.
It's
We
true.
don't have the kids anymore, so
Do you want to stop by like for a day and then go?
a day and then go is probably.
Amare is a bigger city, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a bigger city. So I can check the post office and stuff, which I'd like to
I
do.
would like to get some fabric.
Could we like just stop by there really quick and then say that we're on our way to the shrine?
Okay. That's where we'll end off.
Also check the post office. Fuck it.
Yeah, we're checking the post office.
Yeah, you guys head into Almori, the quite large city on the north coast. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Yeah, you head over to Almori, and come to the familiar site. You do see the large hillside shrine on the corner. I'd say you probably get there about midday, just in general, as you come to the walls, although you do note a few things. The walls, which are usually manned by guards, are not manned by guards. And then looking into the town, walking down the street, people seem to be in a strange state.
Oh boy.
The hell is going
Like
on with them?
upsetty, or are they frozen? or...
Various states of upsetty. There's spaghetti all over the ground.
I'll
Shit.
go up to somebody like, hey, what's happening? I know that there was the trade
Embargo.
issue, the embargo, but has something else happened?
Yes. He looks to you. Monster! Monster! And he runs away
What?
from you.
Well,
What's going on? This is quite strange.
What did he?
Fuck.
What did you say to him?
I just asked him what was going on. Am I that scary?
She said she's a Cubs fan.
Huh? I don't think you're scary.
But hold on, I'm gonna go find another person. Did they react the same way?
I mean, you're a tiefling. This is a bad
you go up to another person. What are you saying?
Hey, people are freaking out, dude. What's going on?
Why are you so small? I don't understand. Everyone's so small these days.
Besides the
He's looking at your feet.
My feet? What the? Eyes are up here, idiot.
I see your eyes just fine,
My
but it's so
eyes
hard
are
to
up
see
here.
you.
I go up to a different person.
Can I make a medicine check on
Hell-
this dude?
Sure.
Hello, are you also having visual issues?
No, I feel like this is also Arcana check, actually.
Uh,
I don't think
give me a
whatever this
medicine
is would be
check. Okay, yeah, give me an Arcana check.
guidance it.
Yeah, you're
Doesn't
not
matter.
quite sure what this is, even with that. Yeah, that's only 11. So yeah, you're not quite sure. You speak to another person, Chris, and they say, "What? How do you know? How do you know there's something wrong with me?"
Because everyone else is having issues.
Back, get back! He holds what seems to be a stick as if it was a dagger.
I quickly try to grab the stick out of the guy's hand and throw it to the side.
Ah, they're everywhere! Everywhere!
Okay, guys, rule
he
number
goes
one
inside
for
a
this-
house and closes the door.
Rule number 1 for this trip to Aomori. Don't drink the water or eat the food. That's most of the time how illnesses spread, and this is not looking good.
Cut to Ren, cheeks filled with food like a chipmunk. What's going on?
Spit it out! What's in your mouth? Spit it out! Drop
What
it!
you got there?
Drop
A knife!
it!
No!
Drop it!
What do you
Spit out,
got there?
mister.
What do you got there? A steak! No!
You don't ruin it.
But that is where we'll leave it, as you find yourselves in a town that seems confused at itself.
That's a good thing to end it on.
Yeah, alright.
Wowie.
This is a high level of upsetty spaghetti.
There, like I
Yeah.
said, there's spaghetti all over the ground.
Did we level up?
That's what that guy saw.
Did we level up?
You did not level up.
Shit, okay,
Damn
I
it,
mean,
fuck.
we didn't do anything really except for...
I mean, you did a lot of stuff.
I held a kowaddle baby.
You had one of the unexpected less than good ends.
I mean...
Was that really less than good?
I mean, the college got burned down. I didn't know that would happen.
I mean, they're
miss
in
sad days.
Bastion, they're fine.
I mean, they're probably in a better position going to Bastion over than anything else because fuck that.
Fuck that town. I don't know why they decided to settle down there of all
It
places.
was good land. It was a nice forest.
Yeah, they're all dickheads though.
Not
All in
of
all,
them.
people are in better positions except Kaji. Whatever the fuck his name was, I don't care anymore. Screw that guy.
Gosh,
I got yelled at by a kowaddle mom.
A little true.
You did.
Calling her baby.
Only a little true.
I just given the baby back!
I low-key wanted to meet.
To be fair, you went back to her house and like, yo, I stole a baby from here.
No, I was gonna be like, hey, we did this on accident.
I accidentally
stole your child.
accidentally stole your child.
No,
Hey!
it's like
At least I brought the baby back!
no. Okay, so it's like in Snow Buddies where all the puppies they get on that ice cream truck and the ice cream truck ends up in Alaska. So they didn't steal the puppies. The puppies just ended up in our stuff, and we were like, guess this is our stuff. But then we figured out it wasn't our stuff.
Except you actively stole it.
I was gonna
I mean-
suggest another date night, but this place is fucking.
He's having a time.
I mean, I didn't steal it. I was concerned about its safety.
That being said, say goodbye, stream.
Goodbye,
Bye!